And I mean, in general, I think that Amuya or Feral Druid can and should win that matchup just because they have the tankiness, they have the bleeds, they have the heals to sustain, whereas a warrior doesn't have any sustain. So
Super.
I'm really excited to see how it goes. What's happening?
It's already started.
Holy shit! Well, here we go. We have Bigpvpman and Aku. Aku immediately gets Frost Trap. Big P is gaining distance on here. Pops all his cooldowns. He's lighting him up. Aku's already at half health. He's conk shot. Bigpvp keeping distance. Oh, and the improved conk stun. And Aku can't even catch up. Can't even get an intercept before he's down.
That was the most
Yeesh.
textbook duel I've ever seen in my life.
Hunters, man, they hit so hard right now, especially with the gear that Big P's wearing. It looks like he's like 5-piece Crypt Stalker, so tier 3, and dude just pumps. Aku's got to be able to get on top of him somehow, but I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. Mind you there, Big P ended up using PvP Trinket, Rapid Fire, and Berserking, so...
Gotta turn on that enemy cooldown thing again.
Oh yeah?
I'll relog
Easy
after this.
peasy.
Yeah. That was the most
Okay.
textbook Hunter versus Warrior fight I've ever seen.
But here we go. In duel number 2, Aku gets the charge per the tournament rules. Big P is able to get out of it. He uses an aim shot. He multi-shots him. He's got him in the net. Aku's already at half health. He's life-giving gems to try to keep himself up. Gets scatter shot. He's about to get trapped. Ooh, and Big P gets distance. And I mean, this is just Hunters right now. Hunter Warrior matchup, this is what it looks like. And unless you're able to somehow avoid that. But overall, he's just going to be able to maintain distance and just cheap, and he's down.
We've seen
R.I.P.
the round 2 Netomatic a couple times from Big P, and it's devastating.
It's for sure devastating. I mean, the one thing it does is it gives him the ability to like maintain distance. But imagine if it accidentally backfired against a melee, then he's just stuck netted there while a warrior beats on him. Could turn out bad, but in this case, it turned out good, and I think that's a win for Bigpvpman.
Easy 2-0. Now, you can feign death out of the net, right?
I don't think you can. You can definitely, like what's the gnome racial called? Escape artist out of
You can
it.
definitely escape artist, yeah.
If your class has a PvP trinket that lets you get out of like I think warriors might be able to get out of it.
That's
Then
what.
this
That's why
helps.
he saves it for duel 2. He saves it to
Probably.
confirm trinkets down.
But even in that case, I mean, Hunter Warrior matchup, he didn't even need to use the Frost Trap and cut around that. He was just able to get him down in the Freezing Trap. And Warriors are just tough, you know, it's just tough.
It's tough
All right,
to survive in this meta. We have Amuya
so in
versus
Slayer's Boxer,
Slayersboxer. The Might of
love
Menthol that we're
it.
talking about. It doesn't even look like he has it. He has a shield up right now because he's getting that opener.
Yep. So again, per the rules of the tournament, Amuya will get the opener on Slayer's Boxer here. Slayer's gonna sit here and just wait. And wait. And wait. Here we go.
Instantly trinkets out.
Instantly trinkets out. Yeah, Blood Rages pops a Badge of the Swarm Guard, and he's going in on Amuya. He's certainly trying to take down that armor, but again, Slayer's Box is already down 2k health. Amuya is just tanking the shit out of him right now. And it's tough even with that Might of Menethil. I mean, Amuya is just so damn tanky, but Slayer is definitely like healing out here. He's bandaging himself. He's Moonfired out as soon as he does. Amuya is back in bear form, just sitting on Slayer's Boxer. We're looking at about 70% to 35% on Slayer's Boxer right now. Ooh, he gets a stun on him while he's in caster form though, and gets a Mortal Strike on him before he's able to heal himself. He's regrowthing. He gets a intimidating shout off on him, and Amuya is now regrowthing from a little bit farther away. Slayer's Boxer just sitting in the entangling roots. He doesn't have anything to get out. No grenades, no intercepts, no PvP trinkets. Amuya is just gonna BM drink, and Boxer's back up, going the fuck on him. He's trying to parse, but he can't parse.
It looks like
Not even stacking.
Slayer's just out of resources. He's burnt out so many cooldowns. Amuya back to full.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. This matchup is so difficult for an MS Warrior. It's
It,
so difficult.
it feels like if you don't really burst him down heavy, especially with the control of that entangling root. It looked like
Yeah, I mean,
Slayer's feared him twice almost, or was it just once?
it was for sure just once, but the other thing is Amuya was able to root him one time, then he was also able to Nature's Grasp him, so he had the
That's
like the
nice.
two roots that he could cast.
Nature's grasp.
And I mean, I don't know if Slayer was using. I mean, unironically, was he Sunder Armoring? You know, is he trying to just get as much damage as he can onto the Druid? But here we go, game 2 here. Slayer has no PvP trinket for this one, no badge, no intimidating shout. Amuya should have all his cooldowns up right now. Oh, and he opens on him, but it was with the ambush, or whatever's called the shred, rather than the stun this time. And Slayer's going on him. He's stacking Sunder Armors this time. He's got a demo shot on him. He's at 75%, but Amuya should start going down here. 84%. He's in caster form and gets stunned. Oh shit, into the bear off. And then the bear off. Oh no, he bear offs the Nature's Grasp. That's great. It looks
Servant's
like Slayer
really eating it.
He looks like he's using the Burrow Shell Heal to eat some damage. And Slayer, again, is standing up pretty high right now. If he's able to just keep Amuya in bear form and get a cheeky stun and Amuya pops out to try to heal himself, oh, the War Stomp into the roots on Slayer, and Slayer has nothing. Oh, he might have something, but he's still sitting in his roots. He's waiting, he's taking Amuya's eating and drinking up there. Slayer's out. Heartbeat's out and Amuya restelts. Slayer tries to get him out with a demo shout, but Amuya ends up opening up on him with a pounce. And he's back in caster, back in bear, and they're at about 50% each. But Slayer is actually doing some big damn here, and if he can drop Amuya to 20%, he's gonna get him execute range and be able to hit him so fucking hard. Gets the Mortal Strike on him at 22%. Oh, can he get him 22%? Come on, Slayer.
It's time to execute.
10%. Let's see if the execute hits. They're both at like 5 and 10%. Holy
Slayer's so
shit.
low.
Oh, the Moonfire. Oh.
Amuya manages to kite just far enough away, survives execute range. Holy moly.
Holy shit. I agree, Shadow. I agree. Amuya is God. I mean, he's a really good Feral Druid, and that was a really good duel. I mean, looking at like the best weapon, best two-handed weapon in Classic WoW. Sheesh.
He just barely kited away and survived execute range.
Barely. But that's game Amuya.
It's a
Let's
2-0.
Go Amuya.
Yeah.
2-0. Alright, next game, it looks like Zuljinn is out here. Now, Zuljinn I don't think we've seen before. He's in the guild Phoenix, which I know has killed KT, generally a really good guild. And he looks like he's fucking geared to the teeth, too. 5-piece Crypt Stalker, I have Nerub, so figure similar situation as Bigpvpman's gear. Oh, and their new Rubian Slave Maker. The big KT weapon. Versus Lunamirage. Luna, really good player as well. I played a lot of AB with Luna. In general, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know, bro. I don't know this matchup at all.
Hunter versus Shadow Priest?
Hunter versus Shadow Priest.
We've seen a little bit of this.
Have we? Have we seen it before? We might have.
No, maybe
Luna immediately...
No, you go.
Well, Luna immediately popped her trinket. She's going in on Zuljinn, gets a really good grenade, and they're both going down. I mean, respectively. Luna has a lot of health right now, and Zuljinn's pretty low. But Luna's probably going to eat a trap right here while Zuljinn is able to heal back up. I'm not sure. He's got dots taking 10%. He's going for the aim shot, but I don't know if it's going to be enough time. And he's dead to dots.
It looked like Luna just won the damage race there. Very surprising.
100%. I mean, the big thing there is that Shadow Word Pain, which is the dot that Shadow Priests have, or Priests have in general, it scales so well with spell power. So being able to pop was that inner focus and also unstable
ZHC.
power. Exactly. And get a huge Shadow Word Pain there, and then try to get a Mind Blast into a Mind Flay. Big damn. Big damn. But Luna's not going to have ZHC for this next duel. Not going to have inner focus.
Yeah, lost a lot of that burst potential. I think what took me so long to remember is it was like 2 months ago that we last saw this matchup.
I'm trying to think who it was.
It was, I think, it wasn't Yogurt. It was a different Shadow Priest.
No, it was the other Shadow Priest.
Versus Big P.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very
Zuljinn,
similar thing where they just burn each other.
It's true, because I mean, even if Zuljinn gets the range, Luna's still doing damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
So Zuljinn should have pretty much everything here except Rapid Fire. And Luna again has about 30 seconds on ZHC, 2 minutes on inner focus, so it should be a good game whenever it starts.
Looks like dual flags down. They're starting. Opening with Shadow of Pain.
Here we go.
He uses the Shadow Reflector.
Yes, Shadow Reflects. Oh, Vampiric Embrace onto Luna. That's not the best spell, but still is doing enough damage. The big grenade, Mind Blast on Zuljinn. Oh, into the Fear. Luna's still alive right now. Oh, and Luna's Mind Flaying the pet, possibly?
What the heck?
Holy shit.
We thought Luna was dead, right?
100%.
She was like at 5%. The pet was chipping at her?
That was insane.
I literally thought that this was the round that the hunter was going to come back because the cooldowns were down for Luna.
I mean, I'm speechless. That was honestly insane. Hats off to you, Lunamirage. That was huge damage. How much did that Mind Blast crit for? That's huge. 1600 Mind Blast crit. Oof.
That's a crit. That's yeah. Okay, that's what we're happening. Okay, so now we have Smaugg versus Kepto. Kepto is replacing Cell VC.
Okay.
Smaugg versus Kepto is live right now.
Kepto is in, looks like Soul Link spec. Smaugg, who we haven't seen before, is a Ret Paladin. Ooh.
We've never seen Paladin in this duel tournament yet.
With a Dark Edge of Insanity too. Kepto gets the Fear on it, but Smaugg is able to, uses a stun, but also gets Death Quells at the same time. Kepto's sitting here eating this entire Hammer of Justice, but he's just going to put dots, and he's going to run around. He's going to Fear Smaugg again. Smaugg bubbles for this one.
Heals it out.
He's able to heal himself back up. Probably a good call by Smaugg. He's got about 25 seconds still left on Hammer of Justice, so he's probably going to have to try to play around that. Kepto's trying to bandage while Smaugg is coming at him. Smaugg running over there. If he gets a Dark Edge of Insanity proc here, it could be disgusting. Another Fear coming out from Kepto. It lands. Smaugg is still sitting here. They're both relatively low by 50% each. Smaugg gets stunned by that grenade. Smaug's back up. Oh, huge lay on hands from Smaugg. And Kepto's getting low. Smaugg is feared again. Smaug's out immediately. Kepto uses a Hellstone here to try to stay alive. Smaugg is Smaugg gets one stun off on Kepto for 2 more seconds.
He's out of mana.
Do the damage? Can he do the damage he needs to do? He needs the proc, and the Shadow Burn hits him so hard he's done. And he's dead.
He dead.
He dead, bro.
He burned his land hands for that.
He did. I mean, that's the closest we've seen anybody get close to taking down this Soul Link Warlock, I think.
Yeah. And Kepto looks like he has new gear, too.
Let's go look at Kepto. You know, let's get a little eyewitness view of this guy. What's he looking at? 3 pieces, tier 3. We like to see it. 3 pieces, tier 2.5. A Wraith Blade. So this man's dripping, is what I'm saying right now. He's got some drip.
It's wet. Smaugg, though, no joke himself. He did not get a Dark Edge of Insanity proc, it looked like, right? I didn't
see it. Yeah, so that's unlucky because I feel like that weapon procs all the goddamn time.
He has to wait 40 minutes for lay on hands. He has to make it to the end of the tournament.
But here we go. He's got no PvP trinket, no bubble, no lay on hand. Versus Kepto, who has, seemingly everything, but not he has too many cooldowns. Anyways, as a Soul Link Warlock. But Senior Sergeant Kepto versus Master Sergeant Smaugg, and they're going at each other immediately, going off of the flare. Kepto throws the grenade, whiffs. Smaugg hits a big stun on Kepto. He's already down to 65%, 50% on Kepto. Smaug's hitting hard as shit. Holy shit, the Crusader proc. He gets Death Quelled here. Smaugg is running out and saying he's 30%. Oh, he's feared. 30% in a fear. Kepto's able to burrow his shell. Smaugg is coming at him. He uses the Shadow Reflector, but he goes down still, and Kepto wins.
The initial burst from the Paladin looks so good, and now Kepto just eating the remains.
Ugh. Yeesh. It really did look so good. I wonder if it was possibly was it Seal of Command, the Red Paladin one that basically gives him Wind Fury. Either way, that was a pretty good duel by Red Paladin. I wish we would see more Red Paladins, to be honest, in this tournament, because I really feel like they pose an interesting threat that you don't see very often,
I was astonished by the damage. I love the utility. I love it when healing classes can mix it in, right? We're about to see another one right here, Madeinchini.
Oh, sheesh. Here we go. Madeinchini versus Whomstedif? I don't know.
I'm editing Salvici's name right now to be Kepto.
So Madeinchini, again, is a fun build to see. Oh, Madeinchini versus Shadow. So Madeinchini is NS Enhancement, which means he's going to play against Shadow, who is... I don't know what spec Shadow is right now. Despite the name, I wouldn't put it past Shadow to be Disc. We'll see what happens.
Match is started.
And here we go. Shadow takes down the Tremor Totem immediately. He's not going to let Madeinchini have that. Madeinchini's just purging him. Shadow's going to probably try to get that Tremor Totem down. Oh, it doesn't matter. The Tremor Totem down. Is he going to tick? It ticks. Shadow didn't get it down. Oh, no. Shadow's going to put a couple heals on himself. Madeinchini's going to chase him around. They're both doing that jump thing because nobody can catch up to each other, so you might as well jump. It's faster than running. It's proven. Another Earthbind Totem goes down by Chini. Chini's trying to catch up to him. Shadow is putting a lot of damage on Chini. He's got Shadow or Pain. He's got Shadow Vulnerability, and he's silent. Shadow is still pretty healthy, but the huge fucking hit by Chini for 70% of Shadow's life. Shadow's back up via Desperate Prayer. He fears Chini, but there's a Tremor Totem down. He's trying to melee it, and the staff. He needs to level his staff skill. What are you doing? He's going at Madeinchini. Chini's at 50%. Chini's healing himself, though. Shadow gets Earthshocked while Chini's trying to heal himself, and Shadow's trying to heal himself as well. They're both at about 50%. There's a Grounding Totem down way in the back, but Chini's outranging it right now. Shadow is trying to Mind Blast. Chini gets Earthshocked on the Mind Blast. Shadow's trying to heal himself. That's probably good because he baited the Shadow Lockout and is able to heal himself to full here. There's a Tremor Totem down and a Grounding Totem. Can Shadow do something? He's fearing Chini. The Tremor Totem's still... Oh, it ticked right before it died. Chini... Oh, shit. Shadow's at 3%. Another huge hit by Chini. And Chini wins.
Chini had a sizable amount of health at the end, while Shadow burnt to the bottom of her resources.
I mean, honestly, there were some really good things we saw right there from both players. Shadow baiting the Earthshock in his Shadow School and able to heal himself to full afterwards was really nice. Chini dropping Tremor Totems at seemingly the perfect time when Shadow's about to fear him was also pretty fucking nice.
Yeah, managed to chase him down. Great use of totems. Shadow was able to kind of counter the totems slightly, but not really enough. The totems had the edge, I think, the whole fight.
And Chini did not use his NS, no. He just used Shadow Reflector, and he should have NS for this next duel as well.
Yep. Still has NS.
Yeah. And two, as Prof Burgundy was mentioning, two huge Wind Fury procs. One early in the duel and one late in the duel just like hit Shadow so damn hard. But we'll see what happens with this next one. No Desperate Pair for Shadow, no Inner Focus. He's going to hit the Tremor Totem immediately to try to give him a free fear. And the other thing Shadow's doing here too is he's running away from Chini's Totem, so he's able to like get away from his Ground Totem. Hits the Tremor Totem this time before the fear. Perfect, but Shadow's already down 1%. He's like literally one shot. I think he just got globaled.
Earthstrike.
Holy shit.
Earthstrike just took him down, bro.
Holy shit.
That was like 2 Wind Fury crits, right?
Imagine getting globaled by a giant Tauren Shaman. You love to see it. Congratulations, Madeinchini. Shadow, you know, pull one of your 3 priests out, cuz I'm sure you can get back in here. You're a good player. I believe in you.
Holy crap, dude. Such
Yeah,
instant
holy
amount of
fuck.
damage.
I honestly, like, how hard did he hit him? I gotta know.
Dude, he got him down to 40% from 100. He did 60 in one swing, and then the next one was like, he's dead. He's dead.
That was actually insane. But big ups, Madeinchini. That was a huge hits there. Also, didn't use NS that whole duel. Didn't even have to use it. He also probably had an NS Chain Lightning there. He's probably saving NS to be able to heal himself.
NS heal,
There's
yeah.
a lot of stuff he could have done there. So here we have Freeride versus Littman. Freeride, honestly, he has played against Littman a lot. They're two pretty good friends. They've dueled a shit ton, so this should be a really good one. Littman playing what looks to be Enhance Ellie? I'm not quite sure, to be honest, what the spec is. I don't really know much about Shamans. Freeride is able to just maintain distance here. A big grenade that whiffs. Littman is sitting in a scatter shot. He's frozen. Freeride's going to run over here. He drops combat to be able to eat and drink as he's running away. Littman's sitting here thinking, what do I do? And he's out. Littman's at 1,000 health already. He's trying to heal himself. He gets the heal off. And Freeride's trying to do damage into this. He's going to have a multi-shot in a second and 8 seconds on a scatter shot. So he might see another scatter shot here, but Littman is getting dangerously low. He's going to try to heal himself again, but he's down. He's down.
Now, Littman isn't quite as chunky as Madeinchini, and what I heard before from Freeride is that they actually do a lot.
Yes. And Littman's also sitting here in a one-hander and a shield, just trying to catch up to Freeride. He's also not NS spec. He's, again,
What spec is he?
He's some sort of LE enhanced. He doesn't have elemental mastery, and he doesn't have nature swiftness.
So he's not a cooldown based guy. He's just a tanky one.
He doesn't have storm strike either. So again, I don't know Shamans well enough to know what the spec is called, but I'm sure it does big damn when he's able to connect. I'm really excited to see what happens. Oh, he does have elemental mastery. It's just fucked up on my details. He's good. He's EM.
Okay. He's just lightning boy.
Yeah. So I wonder. Let's see what happens. He's going at him again. He immediately frost shocks him. He's trying to catch up. Oh, the grenade connects this time. Oh shit, he pops all his cooldowns. He's getting a big chain lightning. Oh my god, 44%. He's gonna get stuck in this trap right here. Oh shit, he almost missed it. That would have been perfect for him. Freeride's able to heal up here though at 55% while Littman sits in this trap. He's gonna get full as he sits back here. A big aim shot going into him, into a multi-shot, into an auto shot, into what looks like a conk shot, and he's gonna keep kiting him. Freeride's at 65%, Littman's at 50%. Littman's going to get a cheeky lightning bolt, and here comes a grenade that's going to hit Littman. Littman is getting low here. He's got to try to do something, and he gets scattershotted again. He's not even going to play with this one. Freeride might even drop a trap. Oh, here comes another chain lightning. Can he do anything about it? No! The bro shell comes off too late, but Littman dies.
I was very curious of the turnaround on Freeride. It looked like he almost threw that.
It really did. He let that full chain lightning go off. He didn't have anything to stop it, it looked like. And he scattershot. He could have trapped and played it safe, but instead he just kind of, like waddled away.
They are friends, so that maybe they know something we don't know about each other. Freeride advances 2-0.
They definitely do. And congratulations. I mean, we've seen Littman play a lot. Freeride, again, he's a big supporter of this real PvP community and even organizer. Good guys for sure. Now, here we go with our next match. I'm not even sure what it's gonna be. I know we still have Yogurthewise and Kevlar to play, but I don't see either of them here.
We also have Zuljinn and Lunamirage. No. Lunamirage and Zuljinn already fought. Okay, and Lunamirage won 2-0.
Well, here's Yogurt. We're missing, who else? Swamp Fox and
Madeinchini and
Chumpjohn.
Shadow just fought. Okay.
So yeah, it looks like we still have Chumpjohn and Swamp Fox as well as Yogurthewise and Kevlar.
So Yogurthewise and Kevlar is the last match. That's the last match.
Yeah, and if Swamp Fox gets here too, so we're kind of looks like
No. Swamp Fox got DQ'd. Swamp Fox got Crusifire messaged me. Yeah, Chumpjohn's in advance.
I forgot.
So we're just waiting on the last match. So actually, I have the updated bracket for you guys.
Sick. Well, the one thing I know is that if we do see Yogurthewise here, then I can let all of my Horde friends know Yogurthewise is located in Razorfen Downs, which means Songflowers are safe, Fellwood is open, go get your world buffs free and clear, there's no Yogurthewise. Now, I can't say anything about Roman Reigns and Max Doshi, but at least you're not getting dispelled, right?
Super. Now that I've been joining you guys and learning more about you guys, I'll just be hanging out my disc. I'm like, or just, GTKPing, and people are like, oh, I'm trying to get this Songflower, but there's this Shadow Priest. I'm like, is it Yogurt? And they're like, yeah. Oh my god.
I've almost messaged him so many times as I was just trying to survive and not have to get my buffs all over again, but I realized that I'm not really worried that much. Holy shit, I'm getting Thunder Fury on. So, the big one here is that I really enjoy these tournaments. I really think that these 1v1s are generally a good time. But I wish that there were some rules that maybe helped everybody out. I feel like Warriors always get screwed on,
I will say that we've started to see like a developed meta, and the Warriors have just not gotten past round 1.
They haven't. And there's something, I don't think it's a skill of the Warrior players. You know, I think we've had a lot of really good Warrior players. I think it's just that in this meta, it's tough to be a Warrior. You know, it's hard out here for Warrior.
Well, what buffs would you give them to like in your like crazy like patch world, right? Like if you had to change the rules, what would make Warriors strong? One is you said free action potions, right?
I think free action potions would definitely help Warriors. I think a Mighty Rage potion, you know, if they got to choose either one free action potion or one Mighty Rage potion over the course of 2 duels or something, maybe to help them out.
I see. I see.
They're Blizzard's favorite class, and they're just a wheelchair class in these duel tournaments. Unless, of course, you're playing PvP prot like a true god. But it looks like we're going on to our next duel here, possibly. Amuya versus Lunamirage.
It looks like they're just going on to round 2. Let me whisper like Crusifire to see if the previous match will be DQ'd or played out.
But here we go. Amuya's open up on Lunamirage. Lunamirage is able to eat a lot of this damage, get instantly fears, but Amuya's out of it immediately. Puts his dots onto Amuya with that ZHC and the inner focus there. Lunamirage is at 80%, and Amuya's getting about half health too. He gets bashes on Lunamirage. He's back in cat form, trying to do as much damage as possible. 50%. He's healing, touching himself. Oh, and there's no silence that comes out. Oh, there it is at the very end of the cast. Oh no, Amuya, you were baited. Skamazed. Lunamirage takes it.
That was a lot of damage.
So much damage. That whole time too, you know, the one thing about Classic that I don't think people realize is that the cast bars, if you're using a cast bar add-on, most of them, and I haven't found one, maybe there's one that doesn't do this, but most of them are based off of the timer for max rank. So, for example, if Amuya's casting Healing Touch, then cast bar add-ons think that Amuya's doing a max rank Healing Touch, which means that if Amuya were to do a lower rank Healing Touch, then the cast would go off before the cast bar finishes, if that makes sense. So the big thing is retail players have always been taught to kick at the end of the cast, but in Classic, if you kick at the end of the cast bar, then like if you're down ranking, then it's going to be off already. So in that situation, Amuya was going for a big max rank cast, and Lunamirage was able to save silence to the very end of the cast bar to be able to kick it. Huge play. Big play by Luna. And here we go with Duel 2.
Amuya starting out at the opening again. He kept up with damage from the beginning, and then the huge spike from the Mind Flake really turned it around.
100%. And Amuya's also in bear form again right here. He popped Frenzy Regeneration. He's bashing Lunamirage. Well, Lunamirage has no shield on him. He's going to do as much damage as he can. They're both at about 60%. A blackout proc on Amuya. Oh no, he's in caster form too. He's trying to regrowth, but he's silenced immediately. Lunamirage is at about half health. Amuya's running away. He's going to get a regrowth here. Should be a free one unless the grenade hits. Oh, good.
Interrupts
it. The CHC Mind Blast into the Mind Flay. Oh, he's charging on him. Blackout proc. You hate to fucking see it. He's trying to get a big healing touch here, and the fear to interrupt it. A big Mind Blast is coming out. This could be it for Amuya. Oh, no. Oh. Is it over? Oh, it's over. Yeah,
it's over.
I didn't even see the kneel so quick.
The damage just cooks him.
Cooks him.
We've seen Amuya handle physical damage really well, especially in terms of controlling melee classes, but when it came to this DPS class, he couldn't really handle the burst.
Yeah, no. I mean, the one thing that I would say here for that duel, and of course I can say anything from my computer chair because I'm not actually playing either of these characters, but Amuya probably should have tried to heal himself earlier to bait out the long cooldown on silence, so that way he's not getting silenced when he's, you know, he needs the heal. Does that make sense?
You can't get silence at the last moment. You got to get silence earlier when it's not an emergency. That's kind of what you're saying.
Oh shit. This is one of my favorite duels to see. Bigpvpman versus Chumpjohn. Two friends. Two damn pretty good friends, you know, facing off here. Big P immediately uses rocket boots to try to get as much distance as he can from Chumpjohn. We've seen him do this before against other mages.
What?
He's stealthed. He's gone. He's invisible. Where'd he go? Nobody knows.
You can invispot?
Chumpjohn has no idea. I'd probably use a gnomish cloaking device.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm sure it
It's
was
the
probably a
wildest
gnomish
duel
cloaking
I've ever
device.
seen.
Yeah, but for some reason, Chumpjohn's still at full health because Chumpjohn's just a god. He's gonna get a grenade on Bigpvpman and a Frost Nova. Oh, when they grenade, here comes the big cast and a scatter shot. Big P's gonna, oh shit, he's gonna eat and drink for a second, gets one tick off. And Chumpjohn is getting dangerously low on mana with that Viper Sting on him. Improved wing clip, Bigpvpman is getting low, but Chumpjohn's he's got one cast. It's just arcane missiles. Just rank 1 arcane missiling forever. And Big P goes down!
What
The
was
summon
that
Scally
opening?
takes him! What a huge duel! You don't get to see that almost ever. What a fucking duel! I think that's the first duel we've seen Big P lose.
We've seen him lose 1 or 2, but we've never
What?
seen him lose an entire... He's opened up with Scatter Shot, Rocket Boots, and Viz?
Yes. So the big thing that hunters have against, and this is where you'll notice, hunters have range against mages. They have like 6 yards extra range, and they also have a lot of instant casts that they can maintain their range while they're doing it. Whereas mages, you saw that Chumpjohn was able to Frost Nova Bigpvpman at one point. He was able to close the distance, and it was disgusting.
So much like against their ranged, the melee counterpart, they have a far dead zone. But Chumpjohn was able to shorten that distance. He wasn't stuck in that weird casting range. He used Frost Nova.
But here we go. Chumpjohn, I don't know if you can hear me, but you shouldn't be free shielding before the duel. It's up. I mean, pretty sure it's one of the rules. But you know, I'm not the enforcer here. I'm just the commentator. Here we go. A big scatter shot. Bigpvpman is going to maintain as much distance as he can. He cheats away. Chumpjohn blinks as close as he can to him. He gets a rank 1 Frostbolt onto Big P. Big P uses what looks like a burrower shell here. He gets grenaded, while Chumpjohn's able to just lay Frostbolts into him. A big grenade and a big aim shot, but Chumpjohn blinks behind him. He's closed the gap on Bigpvpman, and in a Frostbite proc, here comes a big shatter. And Big P's so low, 6%. He's trying to do anything he can, but it's over.
Have we just seen the first time ever?
We've seen the fall. The fall of Bigpvpman. You know what? Honestly, that's what you have to do as a mage. That's how you win that. Like, that's how you win that duel.
Alright, honestly,
You have to close the gap.
as a big PvPman
Chumpjohn
fan,
did it.
that match looked unfair. Speaking well of Chumpjohn, though, he really did just do amazing control and burst damage. It seemed like at no point did Big P play his perfect game plan.
No, he was completely being controlled by Chumpjohn there, but I mean, really big congratulations to Chumpjohn. Bigpvpman, you still are a god. I still think you're probably one of the best hunters I've seen. But Chumpjohn moves on.
Easily, dude. He made that look so easy.
And who do we have next?
We've done a couple of these round 2 matches. So, Chumpjohn just advanced. Lunamirage cooked Amuya. We're waiting on... It's not going to be Kevlar. It's going to be Psycho. Psycho's replacing Kevlar. I'm not sure what class Psycho is.
Psychomantis? Oh.
Oh, that's a Shadow
Psychomantis?
Priest.
That's the Shadow Priest. That's the one we were trying to think of.
That face P... Yeah, Big P, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That was the one.
Yogurt versus Psycho? That's such an
realistic.
unfair... That's crazy.
Is it really going to be Shadow Priest or Shadow Priest?
Both Alliance members. I mean, that's the only slot filled. And she said... Crusifire said that Psycho is replacing Kevlar. So we're just waiting on one round 1 match. We have... Did Madeinchini and Freeride play yet? That's the last available match to play right now. It looks like they're summoning someone right now. That's Casey. That's a spectator.
Casey. Yeah, we saw... I saw you in the chat, Casey. I made sure we invited you. Welcome to the party, bud. Yeah, I mean, Nelms, 100%. He did everything he could do to break the range problem, but it was unfortunate. Also, we're going right now. I think it's just an off duel. We have Glad versus Aku. Aku's going in, and he's trapped in the charge there. We're just commentating something over here. But Glad just does hunters what hunters do. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Chumpjohn is he's a really good mage, really good player. He understands what he has to do in order to be able to do it. What's up?
You see who I'm selecting? You see who I'm looking at? You see it. No, you see it. You see these two Shadow Priests?
Yogurt for Psychomantis. Holy shit, the duel we've been waiting for. Dwarf Shadow Priest versus Dwarf Shadow Priest.
Blackbeard.
I'm actually stoked, man.
Versus Bronzebeard.
Honestly, I hope they high five or do some sort of Shadow Priest thing here. I don't really know what Shadow Priests do to each other when they see each other in the wild. They both shield themselves. They're both gonna drink. They're just gonna give each other the pre-shield here. But here we go. The Dispel War begins.
What is this?
Don't have them anymore because these priests are coming at each other. Out comes a summoned skeleton. Psychomantis immediately silences Yogurt. Oh, and he's putting big damage to Yogurt, but the grenade comes out from Yogurt onto Psychomantis. They're both 75 and 50% each. They're both at 50% now, and Psychomantis is mind flaying. Yogurt's mind flaying. They're both mind blasting. Yogurt's really low. Psychomantis at 50%, and Yogurt's going down.
Yo, did Yogurt just kill himself?
Fuck.
I think Yogurt just hit himself with a Shadow Reflector.
I mean, there was definitely a Shadow Reflector pop by Psychomantis. The other thing too that you saw that came out from Psychomantis was that summoned skeleton, which definitely put a spell push back into Yogurt when Yogurt didn't have.
Yeah, that was a good matchup imbalance there because they really were just doing the same thing until the skeleton came out. Yeah.
Just trying to get free Mind Blast crits on each other. Let's look at a little bit of the gear on these guys who can't even inspect them, but let's just say they're both geared. It's a fair assumption, right?
One has a Blackbeard and one has a bronze. That's all I can tell, really.
He's got gear. It looks like he's got Lunamirage. I'm not sure if that's Priest rank 13 gear, but he's looking pretty disgusting. And Yogurt, he's he's purple, so he's looking pretty good too.
Great assessment.
Thanks, man. I wish I could tell you some more about it, but
what it looks like from Shadow Priest is that's a little bit of 2.5, a little PvP gear. Same start, bubble into dispelling each other.
And to putting Shadow of Pains on each other. And they chase each other's down. The silence comes out from Psychomantis on Yogurt. The free Mind Blast onto him. The grenade onto Yogurt. Psychomantis maintaining some sort of range, but Shadow Priest don't have big range. Battle Chicken! The fucking Battle Chicken comes out!
Is he outranging mana burn?
Mana burning. Yeah,
oh no, that connected.
It did. Psychomantis is at 30% mana now, but Yogurt's at 50% health. Which one matters more? I guess we'll see. The flash shield's coming out from Yogurt. Can he get it off? He gets the bubble off, he gets the flash shield off. Battle Chicken still just fucking wailing away, increasing that party damage for him. Yogurt gets blackout proc.
Psycho's
able to desperate pair himself. Yes, and Psychomantis at 3% health. This stuff rank 1 Mind Flay coming out, and Yogurt is also getting pretty low, 27%. If he's able to heal himself up here, then he should have the advantage, unless Psychomantis is just they feared each other.
What?
Shadow Priest, man. Who's gonna? Oh no.
They got a drink, right? They got a drink.
Maybe, I don't know. Yogurt doesn't want to drink. Psychomantis does want to drink. Psychomantis is drinking. He's back here hanging out with the Battle Chicken, drinking forever. Yogurt is drinking too. I mean, let's just reset. Somebody innervate these guys. Fuck it. Let's start over.
Yogurt's lower on CDs.
Battle Chicken's coming back up. Here comes a grenade. Connects onto Yogurthewise. Psychomantis is getting ready for a big Mind Blast onto him. Yogurt is silenced. Yogurt throws his own grenade. It stops Psychomantis' Mind Flay. Yogurt's gonna get close. Let's see if they fear. It's a big fear from Psycho onto Yogurt. Psycho's pretty high right here. He pops the inner focus. He Mind Blasts onto Yogurt. Yogurt's at 3%. Oh shit, Yogurt gets the heal off, but he's done. The Dispel, the Battle Chicken, everything Psycho did to win that duel.
2-0.
Holy shit.
2-0 Psychomantis. Yogurt got second last duel tournament. Eliminated first round. What were the asymmetric differences?
Honestly, Psycho was able to Psycho popped Battle Chick in that one. I think he popped a Summoned Skeleton in the first one. Like I think it was the Ancient Room Grimoire,
Mm-hmm.
which the spell pushback is pretty helpful. The other one too is that Yogurt's strategy on that first one was to mana burn Psychomantis, and then instead of opting to connect back onto Psychomantis when he was they both decided to drink to full. So
Mm-hmm.
he didn't really play the advantage that he was setting up for himself in the beginning. But either way, you love to see it. That was a really fun duel to watch.
Freeride versus Madeinchini. Duel flag is down. Freeride had to beat Littman to get here. Now, slightly different specs on the Shamans. Chini wearing more PvP gear too, a lot more stam.
And here we go. Madeinchini is going to try to connect. He's instantly got the Poison Cleansing Totem down to get that Viper Sting off. Madeinchini has 75%. Freeride's just going to try to maintain as much distance as he can. He's Frost Shock though in the scatter onto Chini. Chini's at 50%. And he's probably going to walk right into this trap. A little bit scary for Freeride. Chini almost got out of that scatter shot without going into the trap, but Chini's sitting here at 50%. Freeride's going to be able to 360 no scope, aim shot, multi shot, auto shot, comp shot into Chini. Chini's going to throw a grenade to try to connect on him. He's going to get a nice lesser healing wave here. He's going to get back up to about 50%, and he pops rocket boots to try to get on a Freeride. Drops an Earthbind Totem. Holy shit, War Stomps. He's going to heal himself off the War Stomp. He's going to go back on a Freeride, another Grounding Totem, and shit, a Searing Totem! The fucking Searing Totem! Scatter shot onto Chini. Chini's sitting in another what is this, Frost Trap right now? Freezing Trap, etc. Freeride's bandaging over here. He's at 25%. He's gonna go another 360 no scope, aim shot, multi shot, auto shot. Oh no, he heals his pet between that last one. Chini's able to heal himself here, 36%. They're both getting, dangerous positions. Freeride is The Frost Shock by Chini. Can Chini connect here? The grenade?
He's staying on top of him.
Glacial OP. Is that a Bro Shell that comes out by Freeride? Chini's going to hit a lesser healing wave. I don't think Freeride has anything to be able to stop it. Can Chini do the damage that he needs? An Earthbind Totem. He's going to try to stay alive. Chini's so low. 159 health. 130 health. Oh!
Great attempts by Chini to
down.
keep control, even getting in his face while but he could not survive.
That was honestly a pretty good duel. It was pretty fucking good.
The boots, the NS heal, there was a lot of counterplay from Chini to survive this round, and he's burnt a lot of his resources.
Yeah, the other unfortunate one too there is you saw Chini pop the Frost Reflector, but it just wasn't in time. Because another fun thing to see is Chini, when you see somebody Frost Reflect a Freezing Trap onto Hunters and see the Hunter get frozen,
Now, Deterrence is down. That was a big shield for Freeride. A lot of cooldowns down. Start another duel.
He's gonna get Poison Cleansing and Grounding down immediately. Honestly, I don't know what you ground on Hunters. I'm not sure what gets grounded here, but shoot, why not? Chini's gonna try to connect with another grenade play here, but it misses on Freeride or gets resisted. Oh shit, Chini gets the nice, holy shit, but he nets himself. He's in the scatter shot, but Freeride isn't able to put down a trap during this. Chini's gonna heal himself. The Searing Totem just going off. The Grounding Totem eats what looks like maybe a conch shot or possibly an arcane shot. Freeride pops a Burrower Shell. Chini's they're just meleeing each other. They're fucking meleeing each other to death. Here comes the War Stomp. Chini is going to heal himself, maybe?
He's just gonna ride it out.
Here we go. They're both low. Freeride's got Dark Edge of Insanity, so if you see something proc and somebody go ridiculous, then that might be it. Oh,
doesn't look like Chini can
shot.
He's stuck.
The Viper Sting, Chini Poison Cleanses. He Frost Shocks Freeride. Freeride's gonna be able to get the scatter shot down. Can he get the trap down though? Oh, he doesn't get the trap. Oh, he does. Holy shit! It was so late. And Freeride's gonna be able to drink walk his way out of there. Chini's sitting dangerously low, that on mana, 45% health. He really doesn't have much here. Is he going to be able to do anything to be able to connect? He NS heals himself. Another improved conch shot. If only you were Orc Chini. Throws a thorium grenade, but the aim shot still gets off. He connects on a Freeride. Can he do enough damage? Can't even slow him. Chini's sitting in a wing clip. Oh no. Oh no. Here comes the
chip
frost
damage.
shot. Chini's got 700 health. Yep, the pet, Rue, coming in, MVP. And that's it.
Yep, Chini low on mana, being kited away. The first duel was really his moment to shine. He blew a lot of cooldowns, used a lot of his control, but Freeride able to run away. He said he dueled Littman a ton, and I imagine the duels are similar, even if they're differently spec'd and differently geared. Pretty
I
similar
agree.
concepts.
It is definitely a similar concept. There were a couple of key moments there. I mean, Chini's net backfiring was not chill, and then Chini also got counterattacked after that, so they were both just like stuck next to each other for a bit. I guess it worked out for Chini in the end, but in general, you'd like to see the hunter netted and you having free movement. And in that situation, goes to Freeride. Congratulations, Freeride. Big Juicy J coming through. I don't know if you knew this, but he's the rapper Juicy J from 3-6 Mafia of the earlier 2000s.
Actually.
Actually, Juicy J?
So
Here
it
we
looks
go.
like we have a duel right now. Kepto versus Psycho. Two very extremely high-seeded players.
And Psychomantis is already at 50% health. He's used Silence here. He's Stormform already. He just feared Kepto. Kepto is, mighty healthy here. He's going to try to fear Psychomantis. The Mind Blast is about to come out. Kepto's at, 80% health. The dots are ticking on Kepto. Kepto also has Curse of Agony and Corruption on himself. And Shadow Word Pain. He's at 50%. Psychomantis is definitely healthy, but Psychomantis is running out of mana.
Fell down that pet.
Kepto's, 30% health. It looks like he's a Healthstone there. And Psychomantis has 150 mana. Kepto has to Spellstone, maybe? I don't know if he has it, and it's over for him. Psychomantis takes it.
A great calculated play by Psycho, burning him down. He was very close to surviving. And if Kepto survived and Psycho was the tides could have turned. It looked like the Fell Hunter... What happened to the pet in the first half? Like, why did he have to use Fell Dom to summon his pet?
I don't know. I know it got feared at one point.
Did
Psycho
Psycho
didn't see it
take it
die.
out? Did he sack it?
I honestly didn't see it die. I can't imagine him, because he doesn't have... Let's look at his spec.
What I'll tell you is that...
He does have Demonic Sacrifice, so he might have sacked it.
Yeah, he does have. So, like, in our last interview, he mentioned that if Feldom is down, he's gimped for a lot of fights. And he just used Feldom.
I wonder if Psycho recognizes that if he kills the pet, then Kepto won't have Soul Link, but honestly, Psycho just killed Kepto without, with Soul Link up, so does he give a fuck? Like, does he care at all? Or is he just gonna be able to, Shadow Priest parse? We'll see how this one goes. Kepto's gonna have Death Coil for this, he's gonna have Will the Forsaken. Psychomantis is not gonna have Shadow Reflector, he's not gonna have Inner Focus till later in the duel. This is an exciting one for sure. Damn, I'm stoked. Alright, here we go. We're starting, and Psychomantis is able to put on a shield on himself. Kepto's able to Shadow Ward himself. They're going on each other. Psychomantis is trying to dispel. He gets Death Coiled into this. Kepto's going to be able to just spam Searing Pain, get an Immolate off on him. He throws a grenade, but the fear goes off from Psychomantis. The Barrel of Peasant Collar comes out. Psycho's at 50% health already, and Kepto's still sitting healthy, but don't count him out. Psychomantis desperate pairs himself, 75%, 50% mana, though 30% mana. Kepto is sitting at 75% health, and they're both just trying to do as much damage as they can. Psychomantis mana burning, opting to mana burn Kepto, trying to play that mana game with him. Kepto's Psychomantis is pretty much They both have dots sticking on each other, but Psychomantis is a little bit lower. The big fear from Psycho. Can Psycho do something with this fear? Kepto is able to Will the Forsaken out of that fear. He's going to have Shadow Burn up in about 4 seconds. You might see Psychomantis drop right now after the Searing Pain. And is there a Shadow Burn? There is, and Kepto wins duel number 2.
Kepto with that Will the Forsaken and that Shadow Ward to remain healthy and alive while Psychomantis attempted to burn. He was low on resources himself. Did manage to fight away on the Fell Hunter, but Kepto looked like he had a lot of just damage on him. So Psycho now having Inner Focus back. Looks like this third duel. By the way, this is our first duel 3. This third duel will be, I think, a little bit more even for both. Very cooldown-based matchups.
I was also just reminded to not stand so close to the duels, especially if they're allied, because I guess tab targeting or something. My bad, Psycho.
Yeah, you're dangerously close.
Danger close.
Okay, Crucifier made a losers bracket.
Alright, here we go. Duel number 2. Psychomantis shields himself. He's going to have Death Repair and Silence already off cooldown. He fears Kepto immediately. Kepto's going to be able to will the Forsaken out of it. The Blackout proc comes out, and Psycho's parsing on Kepto. Kepto's at about 80% health. Big grenade coming out, though. Another grenade. He's shackling Undead on Kepto's Guardian. Kepto's at 60% health. Psychomantis is already at 40% mana, though. Kepto's about half health, too. They're Mind Flaying Kepto right now. Kepto's still pretty damn healthy. He's going to try to mana burn Kepto, and the Shadow Burn comes out from Kepto to get Psychomantis down. The Fear off on Kepto, though. Psychomantis is going to heal himself back up, but he's taking 25% mana. And Kepto's pet's at about 40%, so that could be something to watch. Psychomantis is going to go back on Kepto, but he's completely now. What's he going to do? The Death Coil comes out. It's over for him, and he's dead to the pet. He's dead to the pet, and Kepto heals his pet. It's over.
Kepto managing
GG,
to
Psychomantis.
get a healthy lead in the beginning.
I don't think that there was much that you could do there, too. You had Kepto, who was able to just Death Coil and then use 2 Shadow Burns there to be able to burn Psychomantis. Priests just really aren't that, like... They're not that mana efficient, Shadow Priest, so they have to be able to do as much damage as they can during that, and especially being like trying to heal himself up and dispel the whole time, and it's just a downward spiral there. He's got to try to do as much damage as possible, but Kepto wins it.
Do you know what happened with the Shadow Reflector?
Honestly, I didn't see Kepto's Shadow Reflector was on cooldown, so he didn't use one. And then I don't think Psychomantis Shadow Reflectored either.
Oh, is this Shadow
he
Reflector
did. He did. He
down?
Shadow
Yeah.
Reflectored. No, you're right. Yeah, it might not have been anything. The other one too is that Kepto uses a lot of fire, so we could have just not reflected anything there. I honestly didn't see what happened.
I need to talk to Crucifier. She's trying to make a losers bracket, and
Do your thing, man. You can also just try to drag her in here if you want. I don't even know who's next. I mean, like, where are we at in the winners bracket currently? Can you show the bracket real quick?
yeah. So Yogurt lost to Psychomantis. Psychomantis moved on. Psycho versus Kepto just concluded. Kepto advanced. That was our only game 3. Psycho did take a game off of Kepto, but Kepto managed to win 2. Madeinchini versus Freeride. I recall Freeride winning. There was some close matches, but Madeinchini could not seal the deal. So these are the finals for the winning round. Chumpjohn versus Lunamirage, and then Kepto versus Freeride. Now, they're trying to create a losers bracket, but I'm trying to just like make this competitively. Okay, there's another duel going on.
Yeah, but this is just Zuljinn and Slayersboxer.
Okay.
They're just hanging out. So yeah, no, if we have Freeride versus Kepto, so you have the SL Warlock versus a Hunter, which is, again, a matchup we see at the end of this very often. And then Chumpjohn versus Lunamirage. Now, Lunamirage, honestly, was hitting so hard when Luna was playing Zuljinn. that I'm excited to see what happens here. Chumpjohn, though, he's good. So those two should be like pretty good matchups there. I wonder how does a mage beat a Shadow Priest here? The mage has sheep, I guess, and not a lot of taking damage. He's frost too, so he doesn't have to worry about getting any sort of Pompiros out or anything like that. He's got a probably imp counterspell. I'm not sure exactly what build Chumpjohn's running. I didn't see any impact stun, so I'm assuming imp counterspell. But then again, Lunamirage does a lot of damage and has a good amount of survivability, so that should definitely be an interesting matchup. 100% Tarani. They have to hope they don't get stunned, CS, and then blast for sure. Now on the flip side, you have Kepto, who's playing Soul Link Warlock, and you have Freeride, who is what I believe is playing Marksman Hunter. Freeride he's been playing pretty well this tournament. Again, being one of the organizers of Real PvP, I think this is the first time I've seen Freeride playing in one of these larger tournaments, which is really exciting. Good player for sure. I think if Freeride's able to kind of play the range game with Kepto and then control Kepto whenever he needs to with, scatter shots and frost traps, could work out for him. We've definitely seen the Kepto versus Bigpvpman matchup, and I'm stoked to see what happens there.
PvPers do this thing where they demand to know the matchups as early as possible, pressuring organizers to make incomplete brackets, so I'm actually very frustrated right now.
Oh no! Well, you're trying to make a bracket for all the people who've lost so far? Like the losers
This was
bracket?
supposed to be a single elimination tournament, and then Crusifire changed it to double elimination midway through, and she's not quite familiar with how to set up a double elimination tournament. So I'm trying to create it so that it's competitively accurate.
Okay. Hell yeah. I'm stoked. So I guess we have a brief intermission, which means it's time for me to grab a beer.
That sounds great. I'm
Crack
updating
one
the
open
bracket
with the
right now.
boys.
Jesus fuck.
Bro, we're good. I'm back.
You got some beers. I need a beer.
Bro, get yourself a beer.
I have a competitively accurate bracket.
love it. As we walk around and we see all the people who are here right now, again, thinking that this is one of our biggest 1v1 duel tournaments we've had in a while, especially at this phase of the game. This is awesome to see.
This was a 16-person tournament. Crusifire attempted to do a larger than 16-person tournament last time, but then it trimmed down to 16.
Okay. Did you see, by the way, the bracket that Cruci sent us? Because that might help too. By the way, I'm going to go through some of this copy. Crucifire was able to, go out and talk to some of these people, see, what they're into. The first one, of course, is Juicy J, of course, part of the rapping trio 3-6 Mafia with 8-Ball and MJG. Talking about where Freeride likes to gank, he says ZG Island and Felwood these days. His favorite trinket is Rentaki's because Rentaki's is best because it secures the kill. The aim shot double multi-shot is kind of disgusting. And then when asking what his favorite boss's Nax is, he says he doesn't want to talk about it, which is, typical Hunter stuff because there's not enough Hunter loot in Nax for them. But then again, they spent all of AQ getting nothing, so should be stoked. The next one is we have Slayersboxer. Now, like I was mentioning, I know Slayersboxer was in Rampage. You saw him with the Might of Manethal. Yeah, he's definitely still in Rampage. Dude's a gamer for sure. He loves to gank in Silithus while he's popping. His favorite trinket is probably the PvP trinket because he plays Warrior and it's just highly disruptive for, any matchup that he's playing against. And then his favorite Nax boss is probably 4 Horsemen because it's probably the boss that requires the highest level of personal responsibility in Classic, which, that's real. Have you done 4 Horsemen yet, bro?
Sorry, I stepped away for a moment.
It's okay. Have you done 4 Horsemen yet?
I have approached it. I have not done the fight myself.
Well, holy shit. It is fun for sure. Now, Yogurthewise, where does he like to gank? His response is Yojamba, Mamba Island, Felwood, and Winterspring. But again, being a Horde player who world buffs weekly, we all know that Yogurthewise is literally the terror of Felwood these days. And people honestly post in Discord what's the last time they've seen Yogurt, which is kind of insane. Like, there's very few players that really have this. They really have this level of impact onto the game, and it's fun knowing everybody knows who Yogurt is. Oh yeah, bro, let's go. His favorite trinket is the Arena Grandmaster trinket because the questline is fairly unique and fun, and you never know what you'll run into when you head to the arena. It's a strong PvP trinket at max level and an iconic twink item. Part of the time that I'm calling out Burrow Shell, it might actually be Arena Grandmaster. Realistically, I don't think that.
Do they have different animations? They look the same?
They look the same, yeah. They both look like a Powerwood shield. They both look like that little yellow shield around them.
Burrow Shell kind of looks like it has ridges to the animation, doesn't it?
I don't know. I'll pay a little bit closer attention. I think they're the same animation. Does chat know if they're different?
See how beautiful Psychomantis looks in his Orb of Deception?
Tarani, I agree that 4 Horsemen's weird as a healer. You're always moving. You don't get to just pant, plant yourself and just heal. You're just constantly moving. But everything is Hunter loot except in the entire last phase. But moving back here, Yogurthewise's favorite boss in Nax is Vesuvius because he has become the main tank for a day. Yogurt just, re-roll. You can be a tank anytime you want. And then we don't have to be scared of you in Felwood. We all support you re-rolling and tanking the entirety of Nax on a warrior, where you're never playing your priest in Felwood again. Lunamirage says, not big into ganking, which I support. Go you, Luna. Favorite trinket is Zandalarian Hero Charm for its versatility. And favorite boss and next is Lady. You know, I know it's actually, I know how to say this, but it's Lady Blow Me, and just because she looks awesome. Honestly, if you don't play on the server Blow Me, then you call it Blow Me. Okay, and it looks like we're starting our next duel, which means I'll get back to those ones soon.
Looks like it's Freeride versus Kepto.
Mm-hmm. And immediately Freeride's able to maintain some distance, pops a Shadow Reflector using an aim shot into Kepto after using that Rentaki. Kepto's trying to get close, he death coils Freeride. Kepto's still at healthy 3.3k, and Freeride's at 65% himself. Kepto Shadow Burns to try to get some more damage on a Freeride. Freeride's dangerously low here, he's at 50%. Starts draining Kepto's mana, probably should have done a little bit earlier, we'll see what happens though. Oh my god, Freeride is able to feign death, that Immolate cast here. But unfortunately, Kepto's still able to do enough damage. The Imp, Conch shot, and the Scatter shot come out at the same time. And he's putting damage into Kepto, but Freeride's so low, he dies to dots. Kepto takes game 1.
Freeride faced 2 Shamans on the way here. Kepto facing a Paladin and a Priest.
Okay. Well, in this situation, I think it's a little bit tougher for Freeride. He's got to try to maintain a little bit more distance here, try to get out of that Warlock's range. But in this situation, Kepto is able to put his dots on, and he honestly gets some hard casts like Immolates and Searing Pain onto Freeride, and I don't think you're going to outparse Kepto here. Freeride, you got to try to maybe come with a different strategy, see what happens. And here we go, game 2. Kepto again going with the blueberry for this, so again he's going to have the sack there. It also gives him a little bit more survivability with the Master Demo, reduces the physical damage he's going to take. Freeride's probably got a pet somewhere that's probably invisible somewhere, I'm not quite sure. He's not going to have Shadow Reflector this. He's going to have Rentaki's in a minute. I don't even know if he has it equipped though. And I expect this duel to start at any moment. And here we go. Kepto immediately opens up with the Death Coil. Freeride's going to try to get as much distance as possible, but he's got a net on him, and Kepto's going to just start hitting him with that fire damage. Kepto's going to get close. Freeride's going to pop his barrels onto Kepto to try to interrupt some of that damage coming out of him, but Freeride's already so low. Oh, the trap onto the Guardian. Okay, so he's going to get a little bit out of here. Kepto's again getting kited. Here we go, Freeride. You only have 1 dot on you. This is your moment. Can you be the hunter you need to be while Kepto gets yeeted by your pets? Kepto's chasing him down, but if Freeride has to stand still, then Kepto's going to get dots on him, which means Kepto is going to win.
Clean 2-0. Kepto making it to winners finals.
I think Kepto's sick right now, too.
Is that why he was unconfirmed at the beginning of the tournament? He's not feeling well.
I think so.
Well, he's managed to proceed
Kepto.
to the finals without dropping a single game. So no, he dropped 1 to Psycho. He dropped 1 to Psycho.
He did. Shadow's gonna kill that summon skeleton. He's not gonna let that thing stay alive. And here we go. That means Kepto advances to the finals, right?
Winners finals. Now because it's double elimination, there will be a losers finals, winners finals, and a grand finals.
Oh, okay, for sure. But here we go. Winners bracket semifinals match 2. Chumpjohn, the Gnome Mage, versus Lunamirage, the Undead Priest. I really am excited for this matchup. I honestly have no idea how it's going to play out. Chumpjohn, he has 2 ice blocks with Cold Snap, so he's going to be able to get all the dots off if he needs it, and also possibly block a Mind Blast. See how it goes. But Lunamirage does so much damage. Here we go. The polymorph is coming out immediately onto Luna. Luna's able to get dots on Chumpjohn though. Chumpjohn's going to start casting hard frostbolts on Lunamirage. And a grenade after that first frostbolt, a rank 1 frostbolt into the ice blast, or excuse me, the frostbite proc. Dispels himself. Lunamirage trying to get closer, probably trying to get a fear off, but Chumpjohn blinks immediately. Lunamirage pops all the CDs. Here we go. Can he get the fear off? But he's dead already.
Looks like that Cone of Cold finished him off.
I don't even know. Chumpjohn played it really well.
Yeah, using Blink to get out of the fear, forcing the positioning. It almost seemed like he was playing with like a Warlock where he was moving a lot. He didn't really stand and cast too much.
Well, I mean, the big one there is Chumpjohn was for sure trying to stay out of range of Lunamirage's psychic screen. Chumpjohn did not want to get feared, and Chumpjohn did use a shadow reflector there. But Lunamirage, you know, kind of got a little bit controlled there. The interesting one too is that Chumpjohn was able to get the polymorph off before Luna was able to silence. I wonder if it's just because of a range thing, knowing that Shadow Priests have short range, or if Luna just wasn't planning on trying to use a silence there. But either way, here we go. Chumpjohn versus Lunamirage.
They're gone.
Lunamirage immediately into the polymorph again. Chumpjohn's going to basically do the same thing. The Frostbite proc immediately. The silence onto him, but Chumpjohn blocks the silence because he knows he doesn't want another smoke. Lunamirage is trying to get another Iron Grenade out onto Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn blinks straight into Lunamirage. Oh, and the counter spell, the Imp counter spell. Luna's trying to catch up to Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn immediately Frost Novas, and the Fear gets off on Chumpjohn, so this is good for Chumpjohn. I mean, for Lunamirage, excuse me, Lunamirage is able to heal themselves back up to full. Chumpjohn's eating this entire fear out in fucking nowhere land. He
That's
also
still
pops his
harassing.
AG. True. But he also popped his Mind Quickening gem there. Chumpjohn really doesn't have much. Lunamirage, though, is getting kind of muddy low. If Lunamirage can maybe make this range here and start doing some of the Shadow Priest things that Shadow Priest do, but the Imp counterspell coming on to Lunamirage gets the dots on Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn eats another fear here. And Chumpjohn hasn't cold snapped yet, so he doesn't have an ice block up. He might be saving it for the third duel, but might not even need it. Lunamirage, though, kind of low. 30% health, 6% mana. Chumpjohn just maintaining range, tossing out little. Oh, 20% health, though. That was a big hit by Lunamirage. Another ice barrier comes out from Chumpjohn. A big frostbolt, max rank frostfall onto Lunamirage. Chumpjohn, though, pretty low. If Lunamirage can just kite here, Luna might win.
6% mana.
So there's the other ice block. It comes out.
Max
Chumpjohn's
distance.
at 5% health. Chumpjohn's gonna be able to eat and drink out here, and Lunamirage is also
Full
eating
reset.
and drinking. We're resetting this duel.
Yeah, that ice block cleansed him out of the things, but Luna needs this mana really desperately.
Yeah, and Chumpjohn is, I mean, 50% health already, and Chumpjohn has no cold snap, no ice block, just uses ice barrier. He's gonna frostbolt Lunamirage after this, and probably do another rank one here. Oh no,
Silenced.
The silence, yeah, both silenced. They both silence each other. Luna's trying to dispel. Luna got silenced again, but it's over. Luna's
Cooked by the
dead.
Cone of Cold.
Cooked.
Look at this cooldown list for Chumpjohn.
Yeah, holy shit. Huge game. I mean, honestly, that was a really, really good game here by both Chumpjohn and Lunamirage. Congratulations, Chumpjohn, moving on to the winners final. Lunamirage, you're still my favorite, you know, Arathi Basin LM partner. We could hold Lumber Mill forever, you and me, I believe it. But Chumpjohn going to the finals. The winners finals, excuse me.
Managed to survive the onslaught. Luna was at 6% mana for at least a minute.
Yes, Casey, we have a Hunter Mage in the winners final. Chumpjohn and Freeride. But being that this is now a double Intermission tourney, if I understand correctly, we have the losers bracket still to play to see who's going to go to the grand finals. And which means we'll still see Lunamirage again. You know, we'll still see Psychomantis again. We got a lot of games still left to play. Hell yeah, Casey. 1 vs 23.
I pulled it up for you on the losers bracket. I had to remake this bracket so that it is competitively accurate because now we see Freeride all the way over here, and we're gonna see Lunamirage over there.
I love it. Oh wait, Kepto beat Freeride, dude. We're tripping. We
Oh,
cracked
oh,
too many
oh.
cold ones open, dude.
No, yeah, I was listening to you guys. Like when I
I know that
reported
was
the
my fault.
bracket, when I reported the bracket, I reported it correctly. But then on the image, I was just listening to you guys.
No, I'm dumb. It's Kepto versus Chumpjohn, not Freeride versus Chumpjohn. Thank you, Freeride. I'm I'm
Okay.
obviously not the smartest guy here.
No, it's okay. What I think what they're doing is they're prepping for the losers matches. They need to plan out how they're gonna use their cooldowns, all their trinkets, because we had the winners bracket pre-made, but we didn't have this losers bracket. In an ideal world, we had this bracket made the correct way the first time around. We wouldn't change formats midway through, and these guys would be able to play a little bit earlier in the matches. So we still have Aqua versus Swamp Fox, Slayersboxer versus Zuljinn, Yogurthewise versus Smaugg, Shadow and versus Littman. Now some of these players had to leave, so we might see 1 or 2 DQs. It looks like we're just setting up for the losers bracket right now. The entire winners bracket's finished. I can show you a visual of the winners bracket by classes. As far as the losers bracket, I didn't anticipate that, so we don't have that quite yet.
Okay, no worries. I'm not tripping too hard.
Chump does have a druid. He has an alliance druid. Or a horde druid, right?
Yeah, he has a horde druid, Chumpjohn.
And then an alliance mage. So
Mm-hmm.
we saw a nice spread of classes here.
I think he also has a horde warlock named Chumpjohn. Like a bunch of O's. Chumpjohn. Again, good player. I'm glad to see him here today.
So the losers bracket is, we got a couple of people that advanced in the winners bracket. Madeinchini, Psycho, Amuya, and Big P. They all won 1 round, so they're gonna face 1 round of losers ahead in round 2. Then once those matches are determined, they'll play another round to filter through. Lunamirage and Freeride are waiting at the end. Once they play out, we're gonna wait for the loser of winners final. So Chumpjohn versus Kepto will have to play out eventually, and they'll get sent down to losers round 6.
You love to see it.
Yeah, I actually have participated and organized so many double elimination brackets that I started getting like like almost like flashbacks and like nightmares.
Well, you know what? On the fly, you did pretty good, bro. Good job, man. I'm glad you're able to get it done. That's always exciting.
I just wanted to make sure it's fair, because like when players advance further ahead, they shouldn't be placed in the same round and when they lose. So we're waiting on these players to get ready. It looks like the matchups are going to be Warrior versus Swamp Fox was DQ'd, so I don't even think Swamp Fox is going to be here. So we can actually skip that one, I think. And then Slayersboxer, that was a Warrior versus Zuljinn. Zuljinn was a Hunter. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then unfortunately, it looks like we actually have the Alliance facing each other. Yogurthewise versus Smaugg. It's a Shadow Priest versus the Paladin. And it looks like they're actually moving forward. I see Bigpvpman versus... Nope, that's not a real duel. Is it?
What, Shadow and Bigpvpman?
Yeah,
I'm not
Littman
sure
left. Littman left. This is a real duel. This is a real duel.
Alright, cool, let's do it. So again, Shadow has got the Scorpion Sting on him while he's sitting in the Freezing Trap effect. Bigpvpman kind of smart here because Viper Sting I think would break that CC. Bigpvpman going to pop all his cooldowns here and just lay into Shadow. Shadow pops his Rocket Booster, try to dead zone Bigpvpman. A huge...
Backfires.
Huge. Shadow's got the Viper Sting on him now. He's just trying to keep dispelling himself. Big P's just going to maintain range here. Shadow's got to do something. He's going to try to Mind Blast Big P here. Big P, though, sitting mighty healthy. Shadow getting a little bit low here. He fears the pet, but he's going to sit in the Scatter Shot here. And Bigpvpman is just going to, hang out. He's going to Drink Walk away. He's going to consider possibly 360 no scope, but instead he's just going to put up a Viper Sting onto Shadow to break that and just keep his mana completely
Yeah, we talked about how priests weren't too efficient with mana. Combine that with the Viper Sting. Shadow's been playing at a deficit all game.
He's going to get, you know, an inner focused flash shield off there, but that's really all he's got to be able to live off of. I don't know if Shadow wanted to use that cooldown there because he could have saved it for the next duel, but either way, he goes Bigpvpman in game 1 of the losers bracket, game 1.
Yep. Big P did use this Goblin Net, looked like in a... No, Shadow used the Goblin Net and it backfired. He used Rocket Boots as well. There's a lot of cooldowns here offensively for Shadow that are down. Shadow was eliminated by Madeinchini. He Wind Fury critted the shit out of him. And then Big P eliminated by... Not eliminated, sorry. Sent down to losers bracket by Chumpjohn. So Big P has taken some caster damage in this tournament, but it doesn't look like Shadow has any cooldowns up for round 2 to really burst him down.
But, you know, again, Shadow is a... I don't know if you guys remember, there was a clip going around recently from a warrior in Vivictus who popped Recklessness and had all his consumables and world buffs and tried to kill the priest near ZG, or in Stranglethorn Vale. And Shadow was that priest who just destroyed that warrior, so... I don't know if you remember seeing it. It was actually disgusting. In this case, though, I hope Shadow is able to show something here. It's a tough duel for him again. I think he might even be tri-spec. I'm not sure what spec Shadow is exactly. But he's definitely not full Shadow. And here we go with another one. The duel's going to begin. Shadow goes stealth immediately. Bigpvpman is going to try to flare him out. A weird flare. And Shadow's really far away. Shadow's going to be able to mount up out of this. And this could be good for Shadow to be able to try to dead range Big P here. But Big P's going to run away as far as he can. Shadow's just charging in. Full embrace. He's got the Night Elf mount. He's a human. But he's got it. He's chasing Big P around.
What's the play?
I mean, Shadow's just got to get close. He's got to get close. The Viper Sting is ticking. He's got Scorpion Sting on him now. And there comes a scatter shot. Big P's going to be able to trap out of this. And Shadow's going to sit in this... Shoot, you're gonna sit in this trap. He's frozen. Big P is completely healthy. And he's gonna keep kiting. Here comes a conk shot. Shadow's gonna dispel himself, put a shield up, put a renew on himself. He's gonna pop ZHC here. But what's he gonna do with the ZHC? He gets a Shadow Orb paint off. You know, that's something. It's big damage. Again, it's one of the highest scaling dots in the game. Connects with a grenade.
Where's the blast? Where's
Shadow
the flame?
again. He's gonna get scatter trapped again before he can fear Bigpvpman. And Big P either drops a Burrow Shell or an AGM here. We'll see as he walks away with a Shadow or Pain ticking, but it's gonna fall off right now. And Shadow's getting kited like Terminus to Stormwind. It is so bad looking for Shadow right now. He's finally deciding to go for big PvP cat because if you can't kill the hunter, then kill his pet, right?
You zoom.
He zoom. He used an inner focus flash shield there to just get something on himself. The cat is almost dead, but Big P is able to just kite the fuck out of this game and win the duel.
You ever see like a
PvP?
You ever see like a bully with a large arm's length just keeping someone away, and the other guy's just, you know what I'm saying,
like
just trying to swing.
Forehead?
Yeah. Yeah. You got the image exactly. This is what I saw.
100%.
Shadow could not get in range of Big P, even using rocket boots on the first duel, but mount on the second duel and Viz into mount. He tried.
He really did, and the entire time, all he was trying to do is, I feel like, was to be able to get a fear onto Bigpvpman to be able to set up some burst onto him, or at least some damage, but was never able to close that gap. He just was never able to.
Big P making it through losers bracket. Still has a chance to win the tournament. Oh, you know what? That's what it was, Supa. As soon as Big P went to loser bracket, it was a double elimination bracket.
Oh, of course, that's what we're doing. You know, Tyranny, it might have been worth the mana, but realistically, then what else does Shadow have to be able to set up on a Bigpvpman? The one thing that he could have... come here, Luna. I don't have. Oh yeah. The one thing that he could have done is because Bigpvpman was running away so far, he might have been able to try to range him and then put dots onto the pet, but no, you're good.
We have the alliance battle right now, Paladin versus Shadow Priest.
Sweet, let's go.
Dark of Insanity
Smaugg.
hits.
Oh shit. And Smaugg is silenced on this. He already used a Shadow Reflector, he Hammered Justice, he already Trinketed too. He's gonna have a bubble, hopefully. There's the bubble coming out from Smaugg. He's going to be able to Holy Light himself as Yogurthewise gets some range here. Yogur's at half health, but he's going to be able to heal himself as well. And the Mana Burn coming out from Yogurt onto Smaugg to try to get him And they're wanding each other. Here's the Fear onto Smaugg. Yogurt's going to pop some cooldowns here and Mind Blast Smaugg. He's hopefully to get some dots on him as well, and a Mind Flay while Smaugg tries to catch up. The Blackout proc onto Smaugg. And Smaugg doesn't have anything to catch up. The Blackout proc again.
Lay on hands.
Holy shit, into a big Hodge, and he Judgments onto him. Oh, he's gonna cleanse himself. And with the big Vengeance onto Yogurt. Huge damage.
Yogurt's they're both
Oh, the Stone Form. And the Fear onto Smaugg again. Yogurt's wanding him. Smaugg, what are you gonna do, man? Can you do it? He cleanses himself. He's running straight at him. Two dwarves battling. Heroes of Ironforge, both of them at 20%. A grenade comes out, connects onto Yogurt. Smaugg, can you hit him one more time? Oh, a grenade on his Smaugg. Yogurt's got one cast.
Oh! Udin low.
Holy shit!
Yogurt at literally 1% gets the grenade off into the crit Mind Blast.
That was so wild. I can't believe that. Holy fuck.
He even blew Lay of Hands to secure this, but he couldn't get the win.
He had to. He had to put it all on the line, you know?
Holy shit.
He had to prove to the world that a meme spec is not just a dream spec. Holy shit, man. That was insane.
Yeah, we got the Dark Edge of Insanity proc. We had them both fighting at The wand ticks mattered.
The wand ticks mattered for sure. And Yogurt was able, again, it looked like he inner focused that Mind Blast too, so it was probably right as inner focus came up, because Yogurt was out of mana. Yogurt's running towards us, so we gotta back up a little bit here. A huge, oh shit, ZHC into all the dots onto Smaugg. The big Fear onto Smaugg. Smaugg doesn't have bubbles. Smaugg doesn't have shit. Smaug's gonna try to cleanse himself. A big Hodge onto him. Smaugg cleanses himself again. You really gotta pray. Here's a Holy Light. Is Yogurt gonna be able to silence out of it? Nope, it gets off in time. The Mind Blast coming out from Yogurt, and Smaug's not gonna have anything to interrupt it. Smaugg doesn't have anything. He doesn't even have a grenade up yet. Smaugg is silenced. Come on, Smaugg. Dark Edge of Insanity. Pray! Oh, and it doesn't hit when he needs it to hit, and Yogurthewise takes game number 2.
Yogurt clean 2-0.
His Schwartz was not as big as Yogurt's.
Man, that was such a close game 1.
That was insane. I loved that game 1. That was awesome.
Probably the best, yeah, the closest duel we've had so far. Unfortunate that the Alliance took each other out. Both the, winner's side was Yogurt versus Psycho, and then right there, Paladin just taken out by Yogurt.
Honestly, though, I'm super stoked that both of these guys showed up.
Oh, yes.
Smaugg representing for Rep Paladins everywhere. That was awesome. If only you would have had, like, 1 or 2 more Dark Edge of Insanity procs this dueling tournament, I think it would have been a different story for him. You saw a huge, I think it was a Seal of Command, possibly even a Vengeance hit on Yogurt too. Rep Paladin can do damage. It can, but Yogurt, again, Shadow Priests have that like reduced physical damage that they take. The ability to bubble himself. He's a god. But good GG Smaugg. Glad you showed up, man. I hope you show up for the next one. Keep it alive, dude. But here we go. We're gonna have another duel here soon. I think we have Amuya. Who's Amuya playing? Because this excites me.
You can't just... I'm getting a report now that Littman's here.
He is. He got summoned back. I saw it happen during that game. Which means that I don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll see what happens. Either way, it looks like we have Yogurthewise and Amuya lining up for the next duel. The flag has been thrown down. Again, per the rules of the tournament, Amuya's gonna get a free opener here. I think do you know who Amuya got knocked down to the losers bracket from?
Yes, Amuya lost to, not Slayers, Chump.
Oh, casters, man.
No, it's Luna. It's Luna.
He's got a lot of damage. Okay, so yeah. Again, Shadow Priest. Amuya's just parsing on Yogurthewise. Yogurt's so low. Amuya's doing so much damage. The bash has already come out from Amuya, but he has so much. The War Stomp, he's going into travel form. I think that's probably a misclick, but it's okay. Pops a Shadow Reflector and gets, nothing onto Yogurt with that. He's going to chase Yogurt down, but Yogurt's going to be able to Mind Blast Amuya here because he doesn't have anything to stop it. The Mind Flay, he's going to be able to shift out of the Mind Flay, puts a Rejuve on himself, but it's instantly, looks like he's going to get purged off here. Amuya's back in bear form. He's going to regrowth himself after that War Stomp. He's going to try to Healing Touch here. It's a max rank. No, not max rank. Hell yeah, Amuya, you go. Yogurt's Amuya he lived the whole time. The inner focus came out from Yogurt. He's going to have one free spell here. It's going to be a Mind Blast. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can with it. Mind Blast on CD, the blackout proc onto Amuya. Amuya's in bear form because Amuya knows he can just try to live here. Instantly uses that PvP trinket to get out of that fear. He's just going to sit here and bear form onto Yogurt. Yogurt's running around. What are you going to do, Yogurt? Oh no! And Amuya, I think, learned from his last duels with Lunamirage about how to play against Shadow Priest. I'm stoked. It looks like Amuya's going to just take Yogurthewise down slowly but surely during this game one. Yogurt's completely but the fear comes out onto Amuya, and Amuya's in caster form here. Yogurt's going to be able to get much range here, and he's probably going to get some drinks off too. So if Amuya's able to just catch up, yeah, Yogurt's drinking, so, this might not be over yet. Oh, Amuya re-stealths. He's going to get the opener. Yogurt doesn't have anything to get him out. There's no Psychic Scream. He opens onto him. Yogurt's so low. That shred hit so hard. Oh, the ferocious bite. The silence onto Amuya. Amuya's chasing him down, and Amuya wins. Hell yeah, Amuya. Hell yeah. That was huge. We saw Amuya get 2-0'd, I think, last time against Lunamirage, right?
I'm having a hard time following, sorry.
It's okay. But here we go. Game 2, Amuya versus Yogurthewise. Now, if I'm not surprised, or if I'm not wrong here again, I think Luna beat Amuya last time by being able to get damage onto Amuya while Amuya was still in cat form. But on the flip side, I think Amuya also lost to Luna by going into bear form too early. So I think it's an interesting balance here if Amuya can stay in cat form long enough to do enough damage before going to bear form. But again, here's the fear onto Amuya, and Yogurthewise will be able to get a lot of damage onto him while he's in cat form and in caster form. He's going to regrowth himself. No silence from Yogurt on that heal. Amuya is still trying to do damage here. The Mind Blast is not going to... Oh, it's not going to connect. He's Mind Flaying Amuya. Amuya's going to be able to live through this. The silence goes on to Amuya, though. While he's in cat form, Yogurthewise is going to put on the shield He's mind flaying Amuya. Amuya's trying to do as much damage as he can. Yogurt's at 50% health. Amuya is still healthy. He's going over to bear form now that Yogurt's at 50% health. He's going to heal himself. The grenade is going to hit. Oh no, it's a Goblin Mortar, it looks like. And Amuya's going to go back into cat form with the Blackout proc too. It wasn't a Goblin. Maybe it was. I don't know. Fuck. And Amuya's at 60% health. Yogurt, pretty low here. 45% health. He's getting low on mana, 10% mana. He has Psychic Scream in 3 seconds, so you're going to see a Scream here. Maybe get some distance. He's going to Mind Blast Amuya. The bash comes out from Amuya. Yogurt's 15%. Yogurt's back in cat form. Damage to Amuya. Here comes the Psychic Scream. The Mind Blast coming from Yogurt. He's going all in. He's going all in. Now, the one thing that Druids have against Shadow Priest too is that he's able to shift out of Mind Flay to cancel that cast, which is pretty nice. And Amuya's going to take this one again. Yogurt's on the ground. Congrats, Amuya.
Shifting cancels the mind flay?
Yeah, because Mind Flay is considered a slowing effect. If he shifts while he's being Mind Flayed, then it'll interrupt it.
That's crazy. Yogurt unable to take down Amuya. Amuya, as you said,
yeah.
probably taking notes down from his winner side. He was taken down on the winner side from Lunamirage.
Yeah, I mean, I know that he took a lot of damage from Lunamirage there when he played Luna earlier, but he was able to pull out here and do some damage to Yogurt early, which really put Yogurt on the defensive. And Amuya, you know, taking the win. Also, Amuya he's geared, dude. Great gear from Amuya. 3-piece tier 2.5, 2-piece tier 2. He's definitely playing this Feral Druid hybrid class pretty well. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Slayersboxer versus Psychomantis.
Oh shit. And Slayer already starting with, oh shit, Ancient and Hatchet. He's going in. Psychomantis got pummeled on that too. And Slayer's already got his Monumental out. Psychomantis is out of Shadow form right now. He's playing defensively. Slayer's got DOS ticking, so he's got the timer going. Oh shit. The big grenade comes out, and Slayer pops wreck. He's going right now. He's going for the win. 33% health. Psychomantis is down to 50% health. Can Slayer connect with another big hit here? We need to see it, Slayer. Come on. Psychomantis is so low. Here comes an execute. Will it come out? Oh shit. And he's dead. The overkill. Holy fuck. And Slayer wins.
Slayers needed that popping recklessness for that duel.
I mean, he had to do something, right? He had to do damage on a Psychomantis, and realistically, the amount of the amount of damage he put into Psychomantis made Psychomantis pop out of Shadow and try to heal himself to stay alive. And you don't want to do that, especially as a Shadow Priest versus a physical class, because you're going to take less physical damage when you're in Shadow form, and then you're not going to be able to, you know, do as much damage in general. But Slayersboxer, let's go. That Might of Menethil proving huge.
Inner focus down for Psychomantis. Still got some trinkets though.
Yeah.
Round 2.
He's going to drink up. You know, he's going to catch up on health and mana here. By the way, Vro, I'm finally inspecting you, and this gear, holy shit, dude.
I know, I've been doing dungeons all day.
Congrats on the Naga battle gloves. Those are huge.
Yeah.
Your
Round
gloves
2?
from BFD? Whew. Slayer's going in. He uses a Broish Shout early to try to mitigate as much damage as possible. He gets a nice pummel there on Psychomantis. Psychomantis is a little bit locked out. He's out of Shadow form again. He's going to try to heal himself up, try to stay alive. But he's got a Mortal Strike on him. Like, he's back in Shadow. Here we go. Psychomantis is going to go for the parse. He's got a Fear up. Is he going to use it? I don't know. Doesn't matter, though, because Slayersboxer doesn't have Berserker Rage up. He's at 30%. Psychomantis is still alive. Barring any sort of crazy crit, Slayer's going down here. 10%. Psychomantis is getting low.
Bubble looks to be too much.
Wanding.
Yeah.
Here's the Mind Flay, and Slayer's down. He's down.
We saw the toe up come out. and Badge of the Storm can come
Yep.
up for Slayers, but Slayers wasn't really able to pierce the shield. It looked like that shield was stopping him from generating a lot of rage.
And that's tough too. When you have no rage, you just can't do any damage.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, again, Slayers is a player. Can anybody res this man?
Shadow can.
Shadow cannot. Shadow's up.
Or we have,
we need a horde reser.
No horde reser. Littman, Madeinchini.
And here we go, Blazen coming to save the day. VroZone thinking that he can do it first. This is peak gaming. Oh, and VroZone wins! Holy shit! Alright, here we go. Game 3. Slayersboxer versus Psychomantis. Mind you, Slayer has, a decent amount of health. 6,500 health. Is running a good amount of health here with the generals and the tier 2.5. So, it takes a lot for anybody to kill him. Psychomantis here is going to have everything except Desperate Prayer. Slayers is not going to have Wreck, he's not going to have Shadow Reflector, he's not going to have Badge. Instantly pops the Bear-Off Trinket, but he gets netted. Oh shit, the Battle Chicken is out too. A huge grenade. He's going to try to just spell knock back onto Psychomantis. And the Blackout proc on Slayer. He's already at 40% when he comes out of the net. The Intimidating Shout comes out. But again, Psychomantis is able to get out of it. He's got a shield back up. The shield is down though. There's no Bear-Offs anymore. Slayer's just taken down lower and lower and lower. The Mind Blast is coming out and gets pummeled. Can Slayer do something? Can he do anything? The Flash is coming out from Psychomantis because he pummeled the Shadow class. Psycho's at 14%. Slayer did hit fucking hard as shit.
What the heck just happened?
They're both dead? Let's see. I'm watching the replay on your stream right now. What the fuck just happened?
You were like, he's about to pummel him, and then they both die.
Yeah, I mean, he pummeled Shadow here. Psychomantis was trying to heal himself. It looks like the heal goes off, but again, he gets so much damage onto him, and they both died at what looks like the same time.
It's a tie.
I honestly don't know.
You're watching the stream. The stream's the only replay we have.
That's it. That's all we got.
They didn't use
Jamela
Duel, did
says
they?
Psycho 1.
Did they use
Shadow
Duel?
says Psycho 1. I'm sure there's combat logs, right, that would show?
Did they use
honestly,
Duel? Or did they use regular fight? Because if they both die...
I mean, I don't know.
Well, we have to ask if they use the... I don't think they used a Duel, right? I think they just fought.
Yeah, because it would say Duel is 1, but it looks
I
like
think they're fighting
again.
They're just fighting.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Holy shit!
What the fuck? Slayer uses a Shadow Reflector here onto Psychomantis. Psychomantis doesn't Shadow Reflect anything. He's too good for that, but he's at 50% health already. He puts a shield up. He's gonna Mind Blast Slayersboxer. He gets pummeled on the Mind Blast, so that means he's gonna have free flash here. He's back up to full. Shadowsboxer's down to 60% health. He intercepts onto this. He doesn't have anything to interrupt right now. The Blackout proc comes out onto Slayer. He's at 1,000 health. Psychomantis is so healthy. Slayer tries to get a grenade off, but another Blackout proc comes out, and Slayer's dead.
Well, that was
Holy
convincing.
fuck! Holy shit!
That did not look like the last Duel.
That was it. They can't dual flag, by the way, for the people asking, because Slayersboxer currently has PvP flag on, so you'd have to wait 5 minutes in order to drop PvP flag in order to duel. But either way, that was a match, dude.
Couldn't we have him like port to Orgrimmar or something? Take a flight path and get summoned back.
I mean, we're technically in a horde territory right now. But yeah, you could do that, but either way, it's over. Slayer's
He's dead.
Slayer's on the ground, dude.
He's dead.
Excuse my language, but dick in the dirt, dude. He's done. Look at him.
2-1.
Vitamanthal on the ground.
2-1 for
KT
Psycho.
would not be proud.
I mean, Slayer's won with a recklessness, and then he tied. So, in my eyes, he's done more than any warrior's ever done.
Honestly, I think so.
We're gonna do Littman versus Madeinchini. They're adjusting the bracket because of whatever reason.
Okay, I'm into it. Just going with the flow, man. So wait, Littman versus Madeinchini?
We saw this duel actually last time. Last
This
2 weeks ago.
It's one of my favorites for sure. I think Littman's at a little bit of a disadvantage here because he's Elemental Mastery, which means that if Chini's able to Earthshock, I mean, he's going to have to bait an Earthshock from Chini, otherwise the EM is just going to go to waste, right? So here comes the totems just attacking each other's totems, of course, because totems going to do that. They're going to one-handed shield each other just down as low as they possibly can. Chini's at 60 or 50%. Here comes the Chain Lightning, but the Earthshock comes out. That's what I'm saying. Littman's locked out of all of his nature bullshit for right now. Is he going to be able to cast again? Because he's got to cast right now while Earthshock's on cooldown. The grenade comes out. Earthshock's going to be back up. Shit, another grenade comes out. Look at these shamans go. The War Stomp comes out, the Lesser Healing Wave. The Earthshock goes onto the Grounding Totem. Chini's at 45. Littman's at 40. Chini's low. Chini's back up. Nature Swiftness, baby.
Yep.
Littman's at 30%. Can Littman do anything right here? The big Fire Nova Totem, the
There's very little defense Littman here.
Chini's at 20%.
He tries to snare.
Low. Oh, it's over for him.
You saw the kite attempted to heal.
Yeah, he tried, but he just he couldn't do it.
Chini's got the War Stomp heal and he's got the NS heal, so Littman's really got to look at that long-term fight differently.
I mean, the other one too is that shamans have one hard casting school being nature, right? So if he's trying to heal and it gets interrupted, then he's gonna be locked out of Chain Lightning as well. If he tries to Chain Lightning and he gets interrupted, he's gonna be locked out of healing as well. There's no like fire or frost or any of these other casts that Chini was able to lock out. So it's just tougher for the caster shaman. You know, he can't cast anything. He knows he's gonna get locked out.
The physical shaman's just gonna chip away over time due to the lockout.
I think so. And of course, like you're saying, Chini with the Nature Swiftness doesn't even have to hard cast it. Can just boom, I'm full health again. Yeah, where you at, Saga? You're always talking shit, but you're never at these tournaments, so
sign up for them. They're open invite. Chini up 1 game. Lemon trying to wait out as long as possible for this Elemental Mastery.
I mean, they're both missing their big spells, EM and Nature Swiftness, which means that the difference here is that Littman's going to have all the talents going up in Ellie, and Chini's going to have all the talents going up in Resto, except their end talents. What are those talents? I don't know. Littman's got to try to, maybe he should try to kite here. You know, just use some shocks, but there's no lightning shield up on Littman either, which is a big damage dealer.
Chini just staying on top of him.
Yeah, Littman's going to be able to get a lesser healing wave off, but it instantly gets earth shocked on that greater Chain Lightning class cast. Chain Lightning is coming out again, but he's going to stop it. The Grounding Totem comes out from Chini. Littman's getting low. Littman's at 17%. See, he's got to try to kite here, but it doesn't matter. He's going to try to get this heal off. He does get it off. Chini's just, you know, getting a little bit kited on. He had an Earth Strike that he popped earlier. Doesn't have it anymore. Chain Lightning comes out from Littman. 30% on Littman. Chini's down to 45%, and he's gonna have Nature Swiftness in 20 seconds. The War Stomp into the heal for Chini. Littman's gotta try to get some space here, but can he get some space? No, he can get some Wind Fury. That's what he's gonna get.
That's what it looked like, a big chunk. When Littman shot his lightning, it also did not look like a large amount of lightning damage went out, so that was an unfortunate non-crit there. Chini taking a 2-0 victory over Littman. That makes the bracket a little easier for me. Alright, next matchups are losers round 3 matchups. We have Madeinchini versus Psycho and Amuya versus Bigpvpman. Those matchups will lead into Lunamirage and Freeride. So it looks like they're waiting on CDs right now. Kepto and...
I think so.
Yeah, they're just chilling. It looks like they're waiting on CDs because both... Oh no, they could do Amuya versus Big P right now. Chumpjohn versus Kepto. That's the winners finals. It looks like they're setting up winners finals. Chumpjohn versus... This is the finals. Winners finals.
Well, here we go. Kepto's instantly locked out here from that, the counterspell, excuse me. Death Coils onto Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn's able to kind of stay close to Kepto, which is what he wants. Kepto uses that spellstone right there to be able to purge himself. Chumpjohn uses a burrow shell and he's just spamming arcane missiles onto Kepto, hoping that maybe he can get a spell lock out of him. Kepto, again, using Searing Pain here, using all of his fire on Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn Fire Ward is kind of realizing it right now. Kepto's getting low here. Chumpjohn does a lot of damage with that. Kepto's dead.
Kepto burnt Feldom right there.
He did, right there at the end of the duel.
He did not anticipate that burst damage. I think that Fire Blast at the end really just, as I say, cooked him.
Yeah. I think you're right. Honestly, I don't know how hard it hit, but I know that he probably had a Shatter Fire Blast there, so it probably crit and did so much damage to Kepto, especially when he didn't have Soul Link up, right? His pet was gone, he fell down, didn't have one up yet. Yikes.
Kepto down one game. Now, Kepto won last Duel Tournament. Chumpjohn has yet to win a Duel Tournament.
It's true.
Big P also right now in loser's bracket. Never lost a Duel Tournament. He's in loser's bracket right now. Kepto at winners finals, down one game against Chumpjohn.
The big thing though too is that whoever loses this game isn't out either, right? They go down to the losers bracket and have an opportunity to work their way back up to the grand finals. So must see something hot here.
Now, if you do win this, you're actually in a great position. You have to lose 2 rounds in grand finals because you have not been eliminated one time.
Right, you're right. Kepto, you know, he has so much stuff to reset here. He's got a spell stone, he's got to make a health stone, summon his pet, and of course get himself having enough mana and health to be able to do all this. Chumpjohn, on the other hand, just has Shadow Reflector on cooldown, so Chump didn't even have to use Ice Block, he didn't have to use Cold Snap. He's going to have literally everything, and I don't know if this looks too good for Kepto here. Kepto's going to have to be a little bit shiesty to be able to win this one.
Short on Feldom, not a good sign, not a good opener.
Also, Kepto opting to run, you know, what looks like a lot of Nemesis here for a lot more spell resist, rather than what we saw him earlier with the tier 3 and the 2.5 and all that drip, no glass.
Against the Mage, you need some resist. Flare is out, they're fighting.
Here we go.
Fire Reflector.
Frostbite. That's probably smart. Oh, a huge Goblin Mortar. Kepto's already at 66%. A big Frost Nova by Chumpjohn. He's going to block the frickin' Death Coil. He blocks the Death Coil. Chumpjohn blinks. He's going to get behind Kepto. Kepto uses a Spell Shield to cleanse himself here. Kepto's going to try to get a Searing Pains onto Chumpjohn, and uses a Shadowburn here to put some damage into him. Chumpjohn's just going to spam Arcane Missiles. And why, you ask? Because if he gets Spell Locked out of it, then it doesn't matter. He's still got Fire and he's still got Frost. And also, can't get away from it. He's going to do big damage to Kepto when Frost Nova comes back up. Chrono Colds him. He's going to put Arcane Missiles on Kepto. Kepto's just going to sit here and eat it. But Chumpjohn's dead. Kepto hit him with a huge Shadow Burn.
Huge.
A huge Shadow Burn. Holy shit.
Yeah, it looked like Chumpjohn was calculating his mana. He's just like, it's time to just push all in. He was at like 5% mana, and the reply was a Shadowburn crit.
Well, even then, too, Chumpjohn's doing everything. He Frost Warded before his Ice Barrier, so Devour Magic would have less of a chance of eating the Ice Barrier. He hits a huge grenade onto Kepto while he's in the Frost Nova. Kepto's going to sack his pet. And then, honestly, he hits Chumpjohn so hard with that Shadow Burn that he sent him back to, you know, phase 1. He sent Chumpjohn back to MC.
If it wasn't for that crit, that match could have been so different too.
So different. And
Round
Chump had to
3.
use Cold Snap there too,
He
so
did.
he's gonna have another ice block here, but that was
No
big.
fell down. They're missing some big
No fell down.
cooldowns.
Also, I don't know if you caught that too. Chumpjohn being able to ice block the death coil, huge move.
Huge, huge.
Huge.
He cancels it so fast you don't even notice.
I love it, dude. That's an awesome move by any mage who's out here ice blocking death coils.
Shadow Reflector's gonna be up for this match.
But is he even gonna use it?
Oh no, it's definitely off CD. You gotta use Fire Ward. You gotta use Shadow Reflector, I think. This is game 3.
I mean, Chumpjohn's just gonna try to buff himself with whatever he can, so Devour Magic from Kepto's pet hopefully doesn't get the ice barrier, right? There's the flare. Chumpjohn goes for Frostnova and misses. Or resists, yes. The frost or the fire reflector comes out from Chumpjohn. Oh shit, the spell lock onto Chumpjohn. Kepto uses a barrier burrow shell here. The
Blocked.
death coil is straight into the ice block again. Kepto spell shields himself. And here comes the arcane missile spam again. Huge counterspell into Kepto. And it locked him out of something. It probably locked him out of fire because that was a fear cast right there. Hard cast onto Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn has no block for this though. Kepto's going to be able to free cast onto him. Holy fuck, this might not be good.
That's a lot of damage.
Running. He's evocating over here. Kepto's bandaging himself. They're kind of resetting it like a little soft reset here as the pet just chips away at Chumpjohn's damage. He's going to go for the pet. He's going to kill the pet. If he kills the pet here, there's going to be no soul link. Holy shit, Chumpjohn's so low. The pet's dead though. And the
Can he poly?
Kepto. Oh, but he's dead to dots as the poly comes out. Holy fuck.
Try to restabilize.
Holy fuck.
Kepto staying in. Winner's side, Chumpjohn descending into losers. This is bad news for Big P, who got sent to losers by Chump.
Yeah, I mean, he got sent straight to hell by Chumpjohn, to be honest. Like Chumpjohn banished Bigpvpman to the Shadow Realm. He just pulled out, you know, all 3 pieces of Exodia and fucked his ass up. But Kepto coming in on that 3rd win right there in that duel.
So Chumpjohn will be waiting in losers finals. He's got to wait for at least 5 matches. Madeinchini versus Psycho, Amuya versus Bigpvpman, and then the qualifying matches afterwards of Lunamirage and Freeride.
I love that. That was a great duel. And Chumpjohn even electing to try to kill the pet there at the end was, I mean, he had to try to do something. He knew that after that fear came out that he had to change his plan.
It looks like they're warming up right now because they are doing a bunch of duels on the side. Madeinchini right now is dueling Shadow, and his matchup is against Psycho. So it looks like a little bit of a practice round, a little fun round.
Well, I mean, again, these guys are people who have known each other for the entirety of Classic. The fun thing about being in Phase 6 is that most of these people, like I don't know if Casey even realizes it, but this guy boosted my mage. This mage that I'm playing right now, Sconce, so many times in Mara. Like, we've played with each other for over a year now.
There's a duel going on right now. It's Amuya versus Big P.
Oh, you love it. I'm pretty sure Big P last time we played Amuya was able to just kite Amuya around a big frost trap. But here we go. Pops all the shit. Goes for Amuya in the big freezing. Amuya's gonna go bear form. He pops a feral charge. It's so slow with that concussive shot. He gets the war stomp onto Bigpvpman, gets the big regrowth onto himself to get himself back up to 80% health. Pops in Nature's Grasp, and Bigpvpman, he probably sees it because he doesn't get rooted here with a wind clip or anything. Another feral charge onto Bigpvpman. Amuya is back to full health. Here comes another scatter shot into the trap. Big P has no cat. I have no idea what the fuck happened to his cat. Amuya heartbeat's out. He's out.
Clip in the kite. There's the charge.
Holy
He's trying to reanimate.
Is coming out.
Oh,
nope.
he tried to fear
And
beast.
Amuya shifts it. Yeah, Amuya shifts it. Here comes the big wing clip. Big P's got to consider some sort of movement to try to get away. He's already popped Dead Rinse. He's already popped Rapid
Feral
Fire.
charge
He's popped
incoming.
Berserking. He's just got to try to kite here to be able to do anything. Holy shit. The Scare Beast is... Oh, it's a fake cast. The big maul onto Bigpvpman. Another Scare Beast. It's a real cast this time. Oh no, Amuya.
Trinkets out.
PvP trinket. Yes. Yes. The scatter trap. Big P's gonna eat and drink.
What's the chance of a second heartbeat? Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's low. Honestly, this is tough. Big P's back at full, but he has no pet. And Amuya, you know, he's in bear form this entire time. He's just trying to survive. But I wonder if Amuya is going to consider doing some damage here. Oh shit, the grenade.
Immediate response of the root.
The grenade from Amuya here, and it hits, but Bigpvpman's out immediately. Huge PvP trinket. It was immediate from him. Amuya's out of mana. He's back in bear form, and he just did no damage. He's going to try to Scare Beast Amuya again. Amuya doesn't have the mana to get out. Can Amuya even shift back into anything? Or is he just stuck in caster? He's got 600 mana.
Big P playing the long game. Using deterrence to keep himself defensive. You see his health total never dropping below 70% this match. Amuya attempting to run away right now.
And here we go. Amuya, you know, he has no mana. He's back in bear form for his last stand here. Bigpvpman, you know, he's getting fucked on by this little summoned skeleton, but it don't matter. Amuya even innervated himself at the last moment. Oh. Oh. Burned it. You know, that's a tough one. Honestly, I don't know how Hunter or how Feral Druid beats Hunter there.
We've seen this matchup before, and we've seen Amuya struggle to keep up with Big P. From 2 months ago, this matchup has gotten a lot better from Amuya's side. He's chasing down Big P well, but even then, even with the skeleton, I think Big P's deterrence, his kiting, his fortitude, really, he had just a lot of health the whole time. Amuya can't really afford to get that Moonfire spam in, can he? I didn't see any of that matchup.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, the one thing about Feral Druid is even with Amuya in that tier 2 and that tier 2.5, he doesn't have like that large of a mana pool.
I was just thinking, he went pretty just using healing and feral stuff, so I can't imagine him sneaking in any more mana usage, especially with that Scare Beast always being available, causing him to shapeshift, right?
I think the one thing here is that Amuya's got to be able to apply some pressure to Bigpvpman, because he's not applying any pressure in bear form. He's just, you know, getting mana burned by having to shift out, exactly, from the Scare Beast and whatnot. But here we go. He's opening up on him, and this time he opts for the Frost Trap. Amuya instantly goes out, puts a Rejuve on himself, and he's back in bear form. Bigpvpman probably Burrow Shells here. The bash onto him, the Scare Beast is coming out on Amuya, and Amuya, or did Bigpvpman cancel it, or did Amuya power shift it? I don't even know. Gotta love classic. Big P's down to 75%. He's gonna go for the Scare Beast again, and Amuya eats it this time. He's popped Frenzied Regen, he's popped Bash, he's gonna have Charge in 3 seconds, so you're probably gonna see a charge from Amuya out of the Scare Beast. Or you might see Amuya re-stealth here and try to reopen. You know, that's definitely a possibility. He's really far away.
Do you see what axe he has?
Do I see what?
Bigpvpman has Dark Edge of Insanity?
Oh yeah, dude, this guy is in the most corrupt of loot councils. He's kidded to fuck. We couldn't get an Ash Candy in phase 3, but he's got a Dark Edge of Insanity, so deserves it. Amuya back in bear form. He's, you know, fighting Big PvP cat, because really, if you're gonna be in bear form, you might as well kill the cat, right? Big P just kiting in circles. Amuya shifts out, gets scatter shotted while he's in caster farm. The big freezing trap's about to come out, but Amuya dodges it. He doesn't even get hit by the trap. Holy shit! It's on the ground somewhere. Is Amuya gonna charge through it? No, he's okay. Dark Edge of Insanity, Brock. Oh shit! Into the Scare Beast. Oh man, Cthulhu has blessed the Big Pvpman on this day. The men pet coming out because Big PvP cat cannot die. Amuya's gonna heal himself. He's at 50% mana though. Big P's gonna drink, but he gets moonfired out of it. They're both at about 50% mana, but does it matter more for the hunter or the druid? I don't know. Amuya's back. Bear forming his ass in there. Jumping. He has Frenzied Regen again, so you might see that come out here soon to be able to heal himself while he's in bear form, but chipping away, you know, chipping away. Improved wing clip, and Amuya charges in. Burrow Shell from Big P. It looks like another Scare Beast.
Yeah, the control.
What does it even do? I mean, like,
it's too much. Yeah, you have to keep shapeshifting.
Damage. Big P's at 27% mana though, so I mean, unless he scatter traps and freezes him soon,
Previous
Big
one
P's
was
gonna
resisted
have
or
to
missed, yeah.
try to do something. Amuya's also at about 50% mana again, but he's at full life. Big P's going in, or Amuya's going back in. Big P gets bashed. Holy shit, Amuya goes to cat form. He's going for the parse. He's doing the damage. Oh, he's back into bear. Oh, here comes a scatter shot. Here's the trap. Does it hit?
Resist?
Trap doesn't hit! The trap doesn't fucking hit! Let's go! That's 2 traps this duel that don't hit Amuya. Amuya's in cat form. Amuya's going for the kill. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yo!
He's gonna shift this? He does shift. He shifts the scared beast. He's back in cat form. He's going for Bigpvpman. Bigpvpman is trying to get out of here. He got rid of that. Oh, Dark Edge is back out for the wing clip though.
Amuya's
back out. Is Amuya just gonna move?
Amuya's totally
He can't even shift.
This dot has to kill. This dot has to kill.
Holy shit.
He's dead.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro.
Amuya was extremely after that Moonfire. Needed that last tick of Moonfire to go through.
That was insane, dude. That was insane. I mean, I don't even know if people saw the weapon swapping for Bigpvpman between when he was meleeing and doing damage to the 2 one-handers versus the Dark Edge. Like, that was just... That was a game, dude. That was an absolute game. You tell him, Casey.
Needing those 2 resists on those traps to really make that comeback. Big P can handle 1, but 2 resists on the frost trap?
I mean, honestly, I can't believe that happened. And here we go, Duel 3. Amuya's parsing. And, you know, it's going to be another long burn. I don't see Big PvP Cat yet, but and did Big P remember to summon his pet?
I think he forgot. Or it's stealth somewhere?
It might be stealth somewhere, that's a possibility.
I mean, Amuya's feared all the way across there.
But I mean, he's not going to summon it. Amuya's just back in bear form. Big P's just going to go for it. He says, fuck the cat. I'm the star of the show. I don't need a pet. I'm just a hunter with a Chromag crossbow.
The guy who loses this duel is out of the tournament, though. They're both at 1-1 in loser's bracket. There's the cat.
It's true. Oh, there's the cat. Okay, so it is here this whole time.
There's Idle.
Just hanging out, you know? Amuya's at half health already. Oh, the scatter shot while he's in caster form. That's not good. That means Bigpvpman is going to be able to open up on Amuya while he's in caster form instead of in bear, so he's not going to have the improved mitigation. And Big P uses all his cooldowns. Amuya's down to 70%. After that, holy shit, the War Stomp into the healing touch was going to be able to quick enough. Big P trinkets out, and Amuya's done.
The freeze on the caster, as you called it, huge incoming damage. If it wasn't for the different forms, really, Amuya can't really handle this matchup. He needs to use the mitigation. He needs the cat form for the damage. And I love watching Amuya play, right? You get to see him transform so much, but the control from Big P winning out that duel.
Amuya is one of the best Feral Druids I've seen in like this 1v1 like dueling situation. I've never seen somebody play Feral Druid like Amuya's been playing. So hats off to Amuya. You're one of my favorite people to watch every one of these duel tournaments.
Love watching him. Love you really utilizing everything in that class.
Really does. So here we go. It looks like Psychomantis and Madeinchini, is that correct?
Madeinchini versus Psychomantis.
Here we go. And Chini's just going for it. Psychomantis is also trying to just cast on him. He's just start casting smites though, which means that Chini's going to have to either decide to lock him out of Holy or lock him out of Shadow. He gets the next War Stomp onto Psychomantis while Psychomantis is in normal form, human form. I don't even know what to call it. Throws a grenade at Chini. It connects on Chini. Chini also just gets a nice Earthshock on a Psychomantis and so much damage from that Earthshock and what looks like a big two-handed swing. Psycho's down.
Chini keeping in his face. The summon skeleton not really doing enough to stop Chini. Chini, of course, being that enhancement spec, so he's not going to be too busy casting. He's got the NS heal, the War Stomp heal.
Mm-hmm. Hey Roboku, we don't have a bracket command, but we're currently in the losers bracket to see who's gonna move on to the grand finals against Kepto. I believe this might be the semifinals of the losers bracket, if I'm not mistaken.
We're actually a couple of rounds away. So after this
Okay.
match, the winner of this faces Lunamirage, and then we still have Freeride versus Big P. So that's actually a Hunter mirror match.
Okay. I'm down, and then we have somebody playing Chumpjohn, right?
Yep. So we have to still wait for it.
So yeah, we got time. All right, here we go. Psychomantis, the dwarf priest coming from Madeinchini, the enhancement shaman. He's coming at him. He's purging the shit out of him. Psychomantis pops a toe up. He's going to use that battle chicken because the battle chicken don't fuck. Chini's already killed that battle chicken. Grounding totems down, tremor totems down. Is it going to tick on Chini? It does. But Psychomantis gets Earthshocked here. Chini's chasing him down. He's got everything popped. He's got another Earthshock for whenever Psychomantis decides to start healing himself. Psychomantis is in little dwarf form. Chini's going to heal himself instead. Psychomantis, go for the damage. Chini is a 6 demon bag, possibly? I don't know what
Yeah,
the
that
fuck
looked like a
that
6-demon
was.
bag.
He uses an Earthshock on Psychomantis, heals himself. This is a really difficult duel here. Chini's chasing Psychomantis down. Jamela just standing here, fucking still mind flaying Corazon in the middle of the duel. Chini going for it, 39%. Psychomantis is like, though. He's got 49 mana and no inner focus, unless the buff is on him already. Chini's just going to be able to try to parse here. He drops an Earthbind Totem, and here comes the two-headed swings. Rank 1 Mind Flays on him. He uses Stone Form because dwarves are bis. He wands it. Chini misses the War Stomp somehow, someway. The Grounding Totem is down way back in the fucking nowhere. And Psychomantis gets a huge Psychic Scream off, but Chini, he's out. The Tremor Totem ticks. Psychomantis to be able to eat and drink for at least 1 or 2 ticks. Oh, a big grenade. Psychomantis is down to 50% mana anyways, and Chini hits him with a, like, literally 1500 damage swing.
That took him
shit.
out of 30%. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
And I gotta say,
That
this
was
looks very
insane.
similar to his match against Shadow. In Winter's Side, first round, Madeinchini faced Shadow, and he just followed the priest the whole way around, swinging on him. You know,
That was insane, man.
I draw similarities between the warrior and the shaman, right? Especially when he's an enhancement, but the warrior falls so short compared to the shaman, where when Fury crits, not needing rage, just staying on top of him, purging him, frost shocking him.
100%. And the other thing too is that, like, a shaman, you know, it needs mana to be able to shock. It needs mana to be able to, or at least an enhancer shaman needs mana to be able to drop totems, but you know, it has sustain. He has the ability to stay alive, which is a big thing for Chini, and congratulations, Madeinchini, for moving on there. Psychomantis, thank you for always showing up to these tournaments. You're dope. And what do we have next? It looks like Bigpvpman and Freeride, Hunter versus Hunter. Is this real?
It's a Hunter mirror match.
The boys just parsing on each other. Freeride just casting a holy shit. Here it comes. They both just did their whole thing. There's a scatter shot, but he's not going to trap into it. He's just going to maintain his distance in another scatter shot, and Freeride's going to run away here. I don't know where Freeride's pet is, but fuck it. Freeride's at 50% health. He uses his multi-shot on Bigpvpman. Bigpvpman's he's got Viper Sting down to nothing, but Freeride's so dead. He's fucking dead. He's dead. He's got a Burrow Shell. He's alive.
Oh.
They're both. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
That was so close.
Big P. When you called it looked like Big P almost stopped pushing the gas.
Well, I mean, he ran out of mana. Definitely, Freeride was Viper Stinging him the whole time, which had Bigpvpman just at the end of the fight there. And then Freeride was able to either AGM or Burrow Shell at the end there to give himself a little bit extra life. But all Bigpvpman had to do was auto-shot him, and eventually he'd kill him. The scary thing, though, is that in this Hunter versus Hunter matchup, they just... Like, they both popped Rentakis. They both popped Rapid Shot. Big P's got... Let's look at their specs. Are they the same spec? I have no idea what their spec is. I don't think Freeride has details, so I can't see a spec.
I saw both of them use deterrence, so as far as I know, that's survival.
I don't think either of them use deterrence. And they both should have it.
No, not during the previous fight. Over the course of this tournament.
Oh, okay. So the Viper Sting on a Bigpvpman. Freeride has no Viper Sting. He's gonna pop Badge of the Swarm Guard here, and also Big P is able to feign death out of that aim shot cast. Freeride's at 70%. Big P's sitting in a scatter shot, also at 60% now. Freeride finally gets opened up by Bigpvp Cat. Rue is on Bigpvpman right now. They're both 20% on Big P. He's Oh shit.
Try to get a bandage tick in there.
I don't think he's gonna. They're just gonna go melee each other. Let's bring the warriors to the fight. And Big P's down. 1-1? Is that a 1-1?
Interesting he pulled out this Eye of Naru out instead of the Dark Edge of Insanity.
I wonder if it's just because of the extra weapon skill. I honestly don't understand hunters that well. Yeah, I think it probably has higher agility overall.
Yeah, it's the stats. Because weapon skill doesn't matter in PvP. But
the other one too is Freeride's got, I mean, he's got Dark Edge of Insanity too.
What is going on here? Everyone has this item.
Yeah. And I've never seen a single one drop, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Either way, here we go.
Yeah.
Hunter Game 3. I'm excited for this one. I don't know what to expect. They're going for each other. Big P's got Viper Sting on him. Freeride just eats a Goblin Mortar. Big P's popping his cooldowns. He's throwing a grenade too, and the scatter shot at least hits, I think. No, it was a concussive shot. Here comes the Burrower Shell from Freeride. Big P's trying to get closer, but he's running out of mana pretty quick. Freeride's kind of running out of mana too. This is kind of crazy. I don't really even know how to fucking call this one. They're just shooting each other, everybody. I don't know what to tell you. Now they're hitting each other.
They're both
Yeah, they're both They're both low mana. They're both low health. Freeride has lower health. Counterattack from Freeride. He's stuck in the ground while Bigpvp Cat shows off his skills with bites. They're both smacking each other. Does a Dark Edge of Insanity come out? I don't know. And Freeride's dead.
It almost felt like to me that they were just shooting and rolling dice at each other. Who's gonna crit? Who's gonna miss?
I mean, if you think about it, the matchup is like kind of big brained, right? If you like, they both have a limited amount of mana that they can use with Viper Sting, like
chipping away
on
at
both of them.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Exactly. So like, how much damage can you put out before you're out of mana, and how mana efficient can you be with that damage? Realistically, that's insane. Like, that fight is just absolutely insane.
We have Lunamirage.
They both the same things. They both are doing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, right. Lunamirage versus Madeinchini. Winner of this faces Big P. That alone is a tournament right there. But then they have to fight Kepto. And Kepto has not lost a single set yet. And
don't forget, they have to
Chumpjohn. You have to get through Chumpjohn.
Yeah,
so
Chumpjohn.
This is really bad news for Big P because Chumpjohn smoked Big P 2-0 on winner's side.
So you're telling me right now we have Lunamirage, Madeinchini, Bigpvpman, Chumpjohn, and Kepto. Sheesh. Sheesh. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Chini's chasing him down. Lunamirage is counting a bit. Luna's just waiting to pop all her shit. Here comes the cooldowns from Lunamirage. The inner focus comes out, but I don't see a ZHC. The fear comes out, but the tremor totem's down. Chini's just parsing though. Grounding totem's going down. Nope, grounding totem's still up. There's the earth shock from Chini. Luna's getting kind of low. Silence on Chini. A grenade's coming out from Chini, but it misses. Lunamirage is able to put a shield on himself. Grounding totem's coming out from Chini. The mind blast is gonna go straight into that grounding totem. Luna, no! And Chini wins.
Yep, another Wind Fury crit.
Well, the other one too is I think Chini was able to ground 2 big spells from Luna right there.
This looks like every single duel that he's done. Madeinchini against these priests. He's just staying on top of them.
Not letting him really get any casts off. between earth shocks and grenades and grounding totems. It's tough. Alright, and here we go. We're gonna have a duel number 2 here. Lunamirage, my Lumbermill Arathi Basin partner, versus Madeinchini, the Bush Farseer in Arathi Basin, telling us where all of the allies are going. Totems are down, Luna's getting ready. Chini's just, you know, raring up. He's still got Nature Swiftness here. Pops a Shadow Reflector immediately, but gets the Shadow Repin out of Chini. Lunamirage probably puts something on himself, but then cleanses it off immediately. Chini is immediately feared, but there's no Tremor Totem down. Luna's able to get some distance here. But Luna's not really taking the biggest line. They both grenade each other. Luna's out immediately, though. Luna has enough to be able to shield himself. Let's see if a shield comes out here.
As soon as Chini chases him down, the damage is going to income. The shield's being taken out.
Shield's dead in one hit. Here's a Tremor Totem, so he's expecting Luna to fear her. And there's the fear. The fear is immediately ticked off by the Tremor. The Earth Shock goes straight into the Mind Flare, which means Luna is locked out of Shadow for a quick minute. Is Luna even going to heal himself? I don't know. Here comes the damage. Luna's just going for something ZHC, but doesn't matter because Wind Fury just giveth and Wind Fury taketh away. Madeinchini wins. He wins!
Chini facing a couple of priests on his way over here, cleaning up every single Shadow Priest he faced.
That's pretty big, man.
Yeah, he faced Psycho, and he faced Yogurthewise.
Congratulations to Madeinchini. I mean, honestly, you're crushing it, dude. Good job. Luna, you know I still love you.
Actually, I misspoke. He faced Shadow. He did not face Psycho, but... Now we are at Madeinchini versus Big P.
Shoot. And then winner of this one plays Chumpjohn?
Winner of this faces Chumpjohn. Winner of that faces Kepto at least one time. Maybe twice.
And Kepto's for all the marbles.
Mm-hmm. Kepto's in grand finals right now.
Sheesh. Dude, what a tournament. Do you want to just zoom out real quick on that whole bracket just to kind of like... We got a quick second. Alright, here we go. They're setting up for the next one. Bigpvpman and Madeinchini. These guys, you know, longtime friends. They ranked together phase 1. We've seen them in all these dueling tournaments, usually near the end here. This is going to be a good one, I think. Can Big P kite Chini? Immediately gets stuck with the improved concussive shot. Big P uses all his cooldowns right there. The grenade onto Bigpvpman. Chini connects. Chini's getting closer. The Searing Totem's going big damage on here. The Earthbind Totem is dead. The Grounding Totem's dead. Oh, the huge War Stomp on a Bigpvpman, but also the Scatter Shot at the same time. And the Trap on a Chini. Oh no! Oh no, Chini! Big P's gonna get his range. He's gonna first aid himself, make sure he gets healthy. He's not risking shit for this one. Chini NS's himself. He's charging. He's on the charge. Here comes the rocket boots, but he's got a concussive shot on him. The burrow shell comes out. Chini's chasing down Bigpvpman. He connects again. But oh my god, would you believe it? Bigpvpman is being able to cut each other. The Earthbind and the Wing Clip down on each other. The Frost Shock on a Big P. He's killing the totems as he can. The Scatter Shot comes out again. Is it going to be another trap?
Resist!
No trap. Just a grenade. Chini's down to 34%. He heals himself, but he's got so little mana. Yep, but Big P again, 36%. Chini's so low too. Can they do anything with this? A big grenade's coming out from Chini. Does it connect? It does not connect. Oh no. 10%. Can Chini connect here? Oh no! The big damn from Bigpvpman and Chini's down.
just chipped away at the mana. A lot of cooldowns burnt on Chini's side, especially those Goblin Rocket Boots. Those help close the distance. Deterrence down for Big P.
Holy shit, and we have Asmoten and Good Mood in the chat. Good Mood, you know, take my energy. I want to see you just LE people to death, but Asmoten is not the Vampire Clan Druid we're looking for. And here we are, Madeinchini versus Bigpvpman round 2 to see who's going to play Chumpjohn. King of the mountain here.
When you just look at this top 4, you know this is a good duel tournament. Big P, Madeinchini, Chumpjohn, and Kepto.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, these are the players. There's a couple of other people I think on the server that I could definitely see getting high up in this tournament that I wish I'd see in these tournaments, but hey, man.
They're not entering, are they?
No, they're not down to put their money where their mouth is, right?
Just show up. She hosts a lot of these. Crucifire's a dope event organizer. We got the totems out. Duel started. No improved cuts this time, but still nice start.
No Frost Reflector either, no Goblin Rocket Boots. Bigpvpman is just gonna, you know,
net it.
Get his kite, but there's the net.
Double net.
There's the counter net and the PvP trinket out of the net. Holy fuck. What a play!
He saved his PvP trinket just in case the net backfired.
That's insane, dude. And he gets the scatter down on a Chini, the big trap on a Chini. Bigpvpman's gonna get mighty healthy while he's just watches Chini sit in this trap. Does he 360 no scope? That's a real question. Nope, he's just gonna give him the normal aim shot, into the multi shot, into the auto shot. Chini actually heals himself here. Pretty big healing. He's got a Viper Sting Tiki on him. He finally gets down the Poison Cleansing Totem. The cat is just out here smashing totems though. The bigger Viper Sting again, Chini has no totem down to cleanse it. He's chasing Bigpvpman down, but he's seriously concussed. He's so fucked right now while he's sitting in the scatter shot. Here comes another trap. And
Big trap.
P hanging out again.
Classic walk and drink.
Shishio, that's what I'm talking about, man. I want to see you in this. I want to see that King's Fall. And here we go. Chini's just chasing down Bigpvpman. He's going
mana.
for it. He's so oh my god, Dark Edge of Insanity procs at the perfect time. Can you fucking believe it? The goddamn old gods don't let this end, do they? Here comes another scatter shot.
Oh my gosh, Big P.
Hanging out. He's not going to even risk it. He's not going to let Wind Fury do anything. He's just going to eat and drink. Be merry.
Just one shot.
Hey, Shisha, I'm looking at ECDC.
He ain't got no spider belt, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't have a spider belt. It's just PvP trinket. But seriously, good games there. We have Bigpvpman moving on to face Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn.
The guy who 2-0'd him in winner's side. Chumpjohn only losing to Kepto. Now, Chumpjohn did manage to take a game off of Kepto. Kepto waiting in grand finals right now. Top 3 is decided right now. Top 3 is Kepto, Chumpjohn, Big P in no particular order.
Also, shout out to all the Fairlina people showing up right now. I see Captain in here. I'm sorry, Warsong's dead, but if you guys want to transfer to Fairbanks, feel free to come play.
Chumpjohn versus Big PvP. This is a different duel. Okay, I was just like, holy fuck. Smaugg versus Amuya. That's actually that'd be such a fun duel to watch on the side. All right, Chumpjohn's moving out.
Here we go.
Where's Big P? He's waiting on CDs.
Yeah, he's probably waiting on CDs.
Yeah, he's got 2 minutes on his PvP trinket. Oh, I would love to see Amuya versus Smaugg. There are a lot of interesting matchups we saw tonight.
For sure. I mean, again, this is the first time we see our Rep Paladin in this. We saw the Shaman versus Shaman. We saw the Hunter versus Hunter. We saw the Shadow Priest versus Shadow Priest.
Yeah, so many mirror matchups. We saw Madeinchini strike down a couple of Shadow Priests.
If Chumpjohn loses, I'm donating 2K. Yeah, good mood. I don't believe that, dude.
2K to what? The entire pot?
For the 420 raffle?
I don't
I'm
know.
just kidding.
Is it top 3 or is it top 2? I think payout's only top 2. I think it was like pretty aggressive. It was like 30-70 or something.
Hell yeah, good mood. Thank you for donating to yourself. That's what we want here. That's what we're all here for.
This looks like a not duel.
Well, either way, it sounds like we have Bigpvpman waiting probably one more minute on his PvP trinket. He's got about 30 seconds on that PvP trinket. Then we have Chumpjohn. If Chumpjohn loses to, oh my god. And then we have Chumpjohn again.
Chumpjohn's not gonna lose to
Well, everybody's trying to get Chumpjohn to lose so he can go play PTR Warsong games against what appears to be Fairlina Alliance by my guest of Asmotin Captain in here.
No, Chumpjohn wants Kepto's blood. He's not
Chumpjohn's
leaving.
Coming for it.
Yeah, he's not leaving until he takes down Kepto. His matches and winners were really close. This guy's got.
I'm pretty sure Fairlina Alliance.
They're starting. It's done. Scatter shot.
Here we go.
Big P's full
Chump
range.
Is kind of hanging out here. He's kind of deciding if he's gonna dead zone. I guess they're restarting.
Yeah,
something might have happened here upon this initial.
The restart.
No,
no significant cooldowns were used, so it's okay. I think he wasn't allowed to start with Ice Barrier on. Oh, they need to do a neutral start. They need to do a neutral start. So they're gonna do a flare.
And here we go. Freeride's gonna toss out a flare here. Again, Bigpvpman versus Chumpjohn. Here's the flare. The immediate scatter shot onto Chumpjohn. Bigpvpman's gonna get range. How is Chumpjohn gonna get close here? He blinks. Oh, is that a big 16-man bag onto Big P? Get some damage onto him, you know. A huge grenade, cross country, Hail Mary onto Chumpjohn, and the rapid fire. Oh, he blocks the entire damage. Bigpvpman goes invisible, the gnomish cloaking device, and Chumpjohn's gonna sit here in the ice block while he waits for it to go down. Chumpjohn's gonna run away himself. He's not gonna let Big P run up on him that far away. And here we go. The gnomish rocket boots. He's chasing him down. He's blinking. He's dead zoning. Oh, Big P's boots break. And the huge Nova onto the Goblin Mortar onto, was that Chumpjohn? Chumpjohn uses the cold onto Bigpvpman, who is now in the dead zone. Chumpjohn is sitting in the scattershot into the trap. Oofed. And here we go. The summoned skeleton is keeping Bigpvpman in combat and keeping him from drinking or bandaging here. Chumpjohn is going to Nova the pet. He's going to get some distance here himself. He's going to evocate away from Big P.
Shoot the evocate.
Closer. Chumpjohn's had this Viper Sting taking on him, yeah, but he's gonna get an Ice Barrier off here. He's blinking towards Big P. Big P's now bandaging over here.
He eats it. The mortar takes the PvP trinket.
Oh my god, the frostbite. Big P, 5% health. Can Chumpjohn wand him to death?
It.
He can. It's over. Let's go, Chumpjohn.
Chumpjohn's mana usage is insane. There are so many fights he ends at 0 mana. It's actually insane.
Holy shit. That was a fucking duel, man. Let's go.
Yeah, deep appreciation of calculating it to the end, using the CDs. And Biz into the response was the gnomish boots, or the rocket boots, and then...
I can't believe it, dude. I mean, honestly, good mood. I hate Chumpjohn too. I just don't understand how you could be this good at this game. I don't get it.
He used the skeleton at the perfect time right before Scattershot into this, like... He can read the fight so well. Like you have to get the skeleton out early because the trap would have just been so devastating.
I just love that they both used the rocket boots there. Bigpvpman had really had an unfortunate rocket boots blow up. Chumpjohn again being smart with ice blocking the entire Rentakis from Bigpvpman, so really absorbing most of his big burst there. And again, the Grim Warrior there was severely. I agree, Nelms. The Grim Warrior stopping Bigpvpman from eating and drinking off of that scatter trap was huge. The net onto Big P. Chumpjohn's dead zoning. He's gonna go for a full cast frostbolt. The huge burrower shell. Big P's living. He's back in Frost over here. Chumpjohn's going for another hard cast. Another hard cast. Can he get it? Big P is just eating and drinking. He's just chilling. I don't think Big P wants to smoke. Chumpjohn burrower shells himself. He's gonna Arcane Explode and ZF farm Big P down. Big P chickens, but it's kind of a good roll, I guess. Scattershots Chumpjohn, but Big P's already dead. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. That huge net from Chumpjohn in the beginning really fucked on Bigpvpman. And Chumpjohn moves on.
Yeah. The worst thing that could possibly happen to Big P happened. He got double eliminated by Chumpjohn.
I mean, that's huge.
Chumpjohn just eliminated Big P twice, yeah.
Bro, we've made it.
We've finally seen Big P lose. I've never seen it before. Didn't think I'd see the day ever.
Honestly, me neither.
Grand Finals.
Grand Finals. First, on one side we have Kepto, the Soul Link Warlock, who has so much. He's just ready for this. He's been out farming shards. I think he said he used 13 shards the last time him and Chumpjohn dueled, so that'll be sick. And then on the other side we have Chumpjohn. You know, I'm not sure if you know this, but Chumpjohn used to be I think a League of Legends pro as well. I think he's played a lot of StarCraft in his life. The dude is an absolute god-tier gamer.
The way he plays, the way he responds, this foresight, I can just tell he's good in all the games he touches, man.
I mean, he's really good. So I'm really stoked to see this duel again. Last time we had Chumpjohn win the first, and then Kepto win 2 in a row in the winners bracket final. But now we're in the grand finals here, so Kepto has to go down two sets, correct, in order to lose.
Yes. He's not lost a single set.
Holy fuck.
Chumpjohn has to defeat him twice. Kepto is the only person to have defeated Chumpjohn, and it was a close 2-1 in winner's side. Anything could happen here. He does have the advantage of having beaten him before. We're waiting on Chumpjohn's cooldowns. He's got 4 minutes on Advocate.
He's got so many cooldowns. He's probably... I mean, honestly, it'd almost be unfair for him to go in without all his cooldowns if he has to play 2 sets here. Bro, do you see that we have almost 100 viewers right now? 96 viewers?
That's insane. A lot of people come in from Fairlane, I assume. Thank you guys for dropping by. We're coming to the conclusion of this tournament. It was a double elimination. I got a little visual graphic for you guys on winner's side. I didn't quite have time to make a loser side bracket, but as you guys can see, we had a lot of priests, mostly all Shadow. And yeah, Lunamirage, Yogurthewise, Psycho, and Shadow. We had 4 priests. Madeinchini fought 3 of them, defeating them on his way throughout loser's bracket. Chumpjohn making his way all the way through winner's side, defeating Bigpvpman not only in winner's side, but also just now in loser's finals. We're waiting for Chumpjohn versus Kepto, a rematch of winner's finals. As I said before, it was a close 2-1. Kepto barely sneaking out that win against Chumpjohn. We've seen a lot of close matches tonight. We've seen literally a tie. We've never seen a tie before in this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we never saw it. They literally killed each other at the same time. That was actually insane. The Warrior and the Shadow Priest, right?
Yeah, it was
Slayersboxer.
Mm-hmm. And I think Psycho. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah. But honestly, I'm just really stoked that we get to do these. I know Crusifire hosts these 1v1s probably like once a month. It's pretty cool seeing like about 20 people active in this community still down to PvP in these 1v1s. Of course, upcoming we have the 2v2 tournament. If
when is that?
You want to sign up, I think it's like next week.
That's awesome. She hosted one a month ago and it was awesome. A lot of dynamic fights, especially with the 2 scenes of fighting, one around the hut and then one in the open field. And this is my 3rd 1v1 duel tournament. The first one, we were in a location similar to this. The second one, we were in the open barrens. And now with this third one, we've seen a lot of familiar faces. I would say at least half the bracket was familiar faces we've seen throughout the first and second duel tournaments, or in the 2v2s. But we've also seen some new faces, as you said, that Paladin. Our first time seeing Smaugg, a Rep Paladin. And he had a very close match where he was just 1% away from defeating a priest, and the priest narrowly got like a blackout. Or was it a net? What was it?
Honestly, I don't even remember. It was just that much.
It was
We've
so
had so many
close.
duels today.
Yeah.
And I was actually incorrect. Next week we have the 3v3 tournament.
Okay.
And then we have a week off, and then the 2v2 tournament. So January is going to be a fun month for the PvP scene here.
That's awesome. Fairbanks PvP, you have a 3v3 duel tournament next week. This will be the first 3v3 I've participated in. I think perhaps the first one Cruzy has hosted. We do those through War Games. You can watch the 2v2 past tournament if you type exclamation 2v2, I think, on my Twitch. Or it's at least on the YouTube. So you can type exclamation YT or exclamation YouTube to pull it up. It looks like that does work. Yeah, the previous 2v2 tournament was super cool. I love seeing the basically the pre-Burning Crusade kind of arenas, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we had kind of just like the Ready Raider tournament where you had the LOS map, and then you also had like the open field map. It was a really good time. We had a lot of games out there.
So it looks like Chumpjohn. Sorry, you go ahead.
Well, I mean, the funny thing, I just want to acknowledge Chumpjohn wanting to switch to a Soul Link Warlock for the finals. No, Chumpjohn, you may not. I'm sorry, my friend. You have to play your Mage. You can't switch to your Druid either, or anything else.
Looks like his cooldowns are available.
Everybody who's interested, please feel free to check out that Discord. I linked it in the chat, and feel free to sign up, get some people together. It's a good time. If you win, you win some gold. If you lose, then you know it's just some classic gold. TBC in a few months. TBC win.
Yeah, you gain some experience. That's what you really do. We're at winners. Nope, sorry. We're at grand finals. Kepto versus Chumpjohn. This was a 100 gold entry. We had 16 people enter. So it was a 1600 gold pot. If the payout is similar to last time, it will be a 70-30 split, something around there. 65-35, something like that.
But really, is it for the gold at this point? It's not, right? These guys just want to see who's the best.
If you're interested in donating to the pot, I do recommend you contact Crusifire. She is the warlock in charge of the pot. I'm not in charge of this. Thank you, Casey. The person in charge of this would be Crusifire, so let me whisper Casey.
Hey Chump, if you're listening, what cooldowns are you waiting for right now? I can't see him on it's probably one of your trinkets or some shit. It's for sure not for the gold, Shinwa. Kepto's broke, it's for the gold, holy shit. Okay, no worries, Chump.
What's the cooldown on our arena?
I think it's half an hour.
No, that's insane.
Yeah, how much time we got left?
$1,600 gold. 2/3 of it is over 1,000 gold.
So many people, Chumpjohn, they want you in the Gulch. They can't stand you playing a Mage. They need you on a Druid. Now, do we care? No.
Waiting 3 minutes on that CD.
Although on the flip side,
yeah,
I do want to shout out to Rockman. I reached out to him when I wanted to set up my UI for War Games, and he was really nice and helped me set up my entire UI, like that whole Dominoes thing that I sent you, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you go, Gulch enthusiasts.
That was
We love
super
you guys.
helpful. Our dry runs of that also, just changing the little cameras, and I'm gonna have to do that again actually next time. I have to rebind, unfollow smart camera or whatever.
Okay.
It was fun. I like the war games. I like the different zones.
The entire different perspective too.
Yeah, having a god angle instead of the watching from my little perspective.
Hey, how's the for all the Faralina people in the chat? How's the Faralina PvP scene looking outside of the Gulch? You guys still playing the game, or you guys just farming KT? Because you're always invited to Fairbanks.
It's an easy transfer, right? If you're only playing for PvP, it just depends on how many friends you can get by and if you can get acclimated here.
Yeah, straight up.
I feel like for a PvE raider, it's a little bit.
Asmountain, we have plenty of allies here, and we had a bunch of allies in this tournament too. I'm sure the allies would love to have you, Asmountain.
Oh yeah, and the ally side is pretty competitive as far as PvEing, and even though they're a little outpopulated by the Horde, I think the alliance side in our server is quite serious.
And honestly, Asmountain is a really good druid. I've played against him in quite a bit of Warsong, to be honest, and the dude can jump. He's pretty decent.
Looks
But
like
sounds like we're almost there. Chumpjohn's just got a couple, or maybe a minute, probably a minute left on his cooldown here.
I'm just reviewing the bracket a little bit. Bigpvpman losing one match to Freeride in that Hunter Mirror match, but otherwise only losing to Chumpjohn. Looks like Chumpjohn is moving on up. He's bouncing
And here
forward.
we go.
Set 1 of Grand Finals. If Chumpjohn defeats Kepto in set 1, there will be a second set due to Kepto coming from winner's side, not dropping any duels.
And again, I mean, I've talked up Chumpjohn a lot. Kepto again deserves this too. I think he won the last Duel Tournament. He's a really good player, not just the fact that he's playing Soul Link Warlock, because despite what you think, it actually does take some skill here. So we'll probably see a flare start from Freeride, or no, they're going for the duel, I guess. And here we go. Is open it up. Chumpjohn immediately Coda-Colds Kepto. He's trying to stay close to him. He gets the Frost Nova on Kepto. The grenade comes out from Chumpjohn. He's going to go full cast. He's going to drop the Summon Skeleton on Kepto. Kepto's immediately going to Soulstone himself to try to stay alive here. The Frostbite proc onto him. And Chumpjohn is literally just ZF farming Kepto. Kepto's down at half health. Chumpjohn's pretty healthy, but he's a little bit out of mana. Kepto's going to start putting this fire damage onto Chumpjohn, but he is going so low. Shadow burns onto Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn's casting
Silenced.
a fucking counterspell. Huge counterspell onto Kepto. Oh my god, the Frostbite proc and Kepto's dead. Chumpjohn takes game 1.
Pretty convincingly, it seemed too. Now, we did see Kepto's save fell down, and as you were saying, the AoE damage was insane there. Arcane Explosion being instant, very difficult for Kepto to really deal with. Fellow Hunter going down. We saw Chumpjohn lining up a lot of Cone Cold as well, getting that double dip into that Soul Link.
I mean, the tough one too is that if you allow a Frost Mage to get close to you, and it's kind of similar to the idea of playing a Hunter, he's just going to be able to dead zone you and use that Cone Cold to be able to proc some Frostbites, to be able to shatter off of them. He's going to be able to use rank 1 Frostbolts to get proc those Frostbites. I think we saw like 2 or 3 Frostbite procs, which is lucky, but honestly, it's super helpful as far as doing burst damage here. and he's using a lot of, that was a lot of frost damage too. I mean, like, wasn't a lot of fire coming out of Chumpjohn. Kepto, on the other hand, is going to try to live here. He's running, it looks like 2-piece tier 3. He's got 5-piece tier 2 and various other off pieces, a Spellstone in the offhand and a Wraithblade. He's just got a decent amount of resist as it's allowed in the tournament. Whereas Chumpjohn has the health from, it looks like the rank 13, rank 12 gear. And I can't see, oh, it looks like Grandmaster Spellblade. Chumpjohn's just ready to light him up. He doesn't want this shit. He also didn't have to use a Ice Block there. He didn't have to use Cold Snap there. Yeah, he's pretty healthy going into Duel 2.
Yeah, it seems pretty solid for Chumpjohn.
The other one too that you see Chumpjohn doing that you don't see a lot of mages doing is he's covering his ice barrier with Mana Shield. He's covering it with Fire Ward. He's putting stuff up like just imagine trash buffs for the Devour Magic from Kepto's pet to be able to try to get away from him. Kepto's opening up on him. He's going to put dots on him, and immediately he also puts a Death Coil on the Chumpjohn. He gets the Immolate off onto him. He's going to start Searing Painting him. Chumpjohn, again, covering up his shit that he can. He's going to drop a big Frost Nova on Kepto. He counterspells the Fear, and he's going to start casting Frost Pulse into him. Kepto's kind of low here. He's going to... Chumpjohn's going for the pet. He doesn't give a fuck about it. He's back on Kepto. Kepto's going to get big Fear here, though, so Chumpjohn doesn't have shit. But Chumpjohn is able to block out of it. Chumpjohn's getting kind of low. Kepto's kind of low, too. But Chumpjohn, you know, is scary if you're the mage versus the SL lock. He's going to use his second Ice Block there after the Cold Snap to be able to get out of that second Fear. Kepto's though. Chumpjohn might take this. He's using the Arcane Missiles. Kepto can't do shit for these Arcane Missiles. And Kepto's down. Chumpjohn wins. Game 2. Chumpjohn takes the first set.
First set, easy win. 2-0. Using the Cold Snap. 2 blocks. Now, what did Kepto fire off on? Yeah, like it seemed that the second duel started in Kepto's favor. The blocks really changed the pace.
I mean, the big one too is that Kepto wasn't able to force Chumpjohn to use one of those blocks in the first duel, so Chumpjohn was able to counterspell the first Fear, and then block the second Fear and block the third Fear. So it was I mean, that's a tough one. You got to be able to put some things on cooldown for Chumpjohn, but it's, again, like we said, best of 2, or double elimination. So Kepto, being the winner of the winners bracket, faces Chumpjohn again for the grand finals again.
Now we're gonna have to wait some time. We got 10 minutes on Cold Snap.
As much as Fairlita hates it, we got 10 minutes on Cold Snap, right?
Yeah, we have 10 minutes. We have a lot to cover. So, what can Kepto learn from this duel? First duel, a lot closer on winner's side. We're at grand finals now, and it seemed that Chumpjohn just has that complete edge. What changed?
I mean, honestly, what changed is I don't think we saw a single Frostbite proc on Kepto there. Kepto was able to connect on Death Coil immediately and then try to Fear out of it, but it even got counterspelled, so it started putting Chumpjohn on that 3-spell cooldown to be able to get those Fears off. I also don't know if Chumpjohn's using a PvP trinket. I don't even know if Mage gets rid of Fear on the PvP trinket. I guess I could check. I'm playing a Mage right now, right? Yeah, it does. So he might have even had a 4th one to get out of that Fear. I'm not even quite sure. But regardless, I think if Kepto wants to win this, he has to force Chumpjohn to use defensives across all his duels, because the first duel he had nothing. Yeah, bro, it's so huge.
Glacial Leggings, Gyro Freeze, Ice Reflector, Ramaldani's Ice Grab. He's putting on just enough frost resist to be in the legal limit right now.
Chumpjohn hitting with, wait a fucking second, what do you got? Is he over the resist cap? How do you even count that fast? Holy shit. I have no idea. Let's see what the resist cap is.
What's the rules?
Again, I'm not the organizer, I'm just the commentator.
Alright, he took off Polar Leggings. This ring, though, might be worth it. 15 stam, 25 frost resist. It's 100 frost. Oh, he can hit 100 easily.
He's definitely got to be over 100 frost resist right now, right? He was for sure. Oh, there you go. You're both in the chat. Talk it out. I have no fucking clue.
Wait, this is unbuffed, right? This is before your Fell Hunter comes in? Because your Fell Hunter gives you like 65 or something ridiculous.
Literally arrested.
For 3 over. You gotta take off that cape, bro.
My favorite thing on this is just dueling people, thinking that I'm actually gonna duel them. But what Crusifire doesn't know is I'm just gonna Rocket Helmer and then just probably yield the duel. It's okay.
She's making a health stone.
All right, we're having a moment where we need to clarify some rules here.
Yeah. Is it resist?
We're looking.
96 seems to be under 100. That seems to be within the limit.
Are they all? Yeah, they're all in that chat right now, so maybe they're talking about it, hopefully.
Chumpjohn is in line to win over 1,000 gold and get sweet victory over Kepto. They're at 1-1 right now. Kepto narrowly defeating him in winner's side, winner's finals. Chumpjohn returning the favor in set 1 grand finals. We're now waiting on cooldowns of set 2.
And now we wait.
She's
We
just
killed Crucifire's pet
for a while. Oh, she's up. And death calling you. And you're rocket booting away.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
It looks like you're feared, but you weren't.
Oh no. We're just sitting here CCing while we wait for this whole thing, and we look at. I'm also trying to look up the rules on this side. Crucifier got me. Honestly, I don't even know. Honestly, don't even know where to find the rules in this.
It should be in her Discord under rulebook. So there should be a
Thank you.
ref rules chat. Maybe not this one.
Okay, let's see.
Rulebook.
Okay, so 200 shadow resist is allowed, and 100 of all other schools of magic is allowed buffed.
What the heck? How is 200 shadow resist allowed? That's so insane.
I don't know, just because Shadow's fucking broken.
Chumpjohn's hiding somewhere. He's got 3 minutes on Cold Snap. Did he use the arena trinket? I don't think I saw him use the arena trinket. We're all the way at the finals. Set 2 of grand finals. Chumpjohn just waiting on this Cold Snap. We've had 16 players in this tournament.
Honestly, I'm excited to see it happen. How does it happen? like I said, I think if anybody else has any other opinions how you think it happens, I think Kepto has to get Chumpjohn to pop defensives in the first duel. And if he doesn't, then I think Chumpjohn has a scotch-free second duel. Scotch-free? Scot-free? I don't even know.
I think it's scot-free. What I do know, though, is that if duels go the way that they have been, Chumpjohn is just going to win this flawlessly. He's been using a mix of arcane damage, a mix of utility with the Frostbite, Shatter. The Soul Link double dip has been actually so sick. Hitting him with the AoE damage.
Someone just told me if it's scotch-free, then they don't want it, so I'll take it. Now back to my duels with Crusifire. This is always a good time.
"13 seconds on Coltsnet."
No!
Oh, Slayers versus Amuya. This is a fun side duel. Ooh, trinket out the root with the intercept. What do you think is going to be going on for threes?
I mean, from right now, what I can tell, there's going to be some disgusting teams. I see that you're going to have a Madeinchini team, Madeinchini Kepto, and I'm sure they're going to have a third. Geofrost, Nature, and Geopalm. So, what's that? Priest, Shaman, Mage.
Mage, Palm, yeah.
Team 3, you're going to have Taysom, Gotu, and Natu. So, Taysom, I'm assuming is going to be playing his Resto Shaman, because he's got like 12 fucking characters. Gotu, again, the dude who's been selling title charms since phase 1. I mean, he's got to have 150,000 gold or some shit. And Natu, I mean, this guy, I've never seen him PvP, but honestly, I was farming against him during the Scarab Lord farming grind shit, and nice dude. He tags pretty fast. I'm excited to see him play. And then realistically, I imagine that we'll see some other teams pop up here. I see Sosa signed up, and we saw Sosa play in, the twos, right? Sosa and Shishio?
Amazing team. Oh, I thought it was Chumpjohn and Shishio. It was Sosa and Big P?
Sosa and Big P?
Big P.
Yeah,
Sosa and Big
you're probably right. Sosa and Bigpvpman. But either way, I'm sure we'll see some good teams there.
Yeah, we saw that Mage Rogue combo do really well in twos, and I drew some parallels with TBC, but to be honest with you, I don't remember a lot about 3v3s. It looks like they're setting up. This is good body language. I need them to move away from the other duelers, though. There's a lot of other duels going on.
Well, here we go. This is it. This is the one. This is all we get, everybody. This is the final battle between Kepto and Chumpjohn. The double elimination grand finals. Soul Link Warlock against Frost Arcane Mage, improved. He's going. It's already over. I don't even have shit to say. Kepto's going to put fire damage on him immediately. He's going to use his Deathclaw right now. Chumpjohn's really fucked off. He's in an ice block. The first ice block is out, which is good, I think, again, like I was saying from Kepto. Kepto is going to be sitting this Frost Nova. Chumpjohn's going to be able to get a couple shatters on him. He's going to use this fucking Spellstone right now.
Does he trinket out the grenade instantly?
No trinket from the grenades. Again, Kepto is also going to be spamming these Shadow Burns to try to put damage into him over time and just abuse the soul shards in his bags. He's gonna eat a huge counterspell on Fire class, I believe. So he's got some shadow to be able to put on him, but Kepto is dead, and Chumpjohn wins the first duel.
Arcane Missiles closing it out. Not even using Cold Snap. It must have been a resist or miss on that grenade then. Kepto not using any of his defensive CDs besides the Burrow Shell. He still has
The
Fell
big
Down.
one, though, I mean, the big one, though, is that Chumpjohn does not have 2 ice blocks going into this next duel, which is kind of what you need to see if you're Kepto. If he had 2 ice blocks, then that's a lot of shit he can get out of.
He's won
Also,
3 duels in a
Kepto
row against
won.
him now.
Well, Kepto won the first set against Chumpjohn when he lost the first duel, being able to go 2 straight duels. The first one with Chumpjohn only having 1 ice block, and the second one with Chumpjohn having 0 ice blocks. So could be big here.
Chumpjohn has 1 ice block left.
But I think
PvP
Kepto
fight
has to be
now.
able to try to maintain as much range. Yeah, they're just gonna die. It's okay. But here we go. Game 2 should be beginning soon. Freeride's probably going to flare it to start because they're both flagged. We have Kepto on the SL Warlock with nothing on cooldown. Chumpjohn with an ice block on cooldown.
Chumpjohn wins, tournament's over. If Kepto wins, we go to game 3.
There's the flare. Immediately with the Cone of Cold, fishing for the Frostbite proc. Kepto is sitting kind of low here. Chumpjohn's immediately starts spamming the Arcane Missiles. Kepto is going to Death Coil him. He's going to put some fire damage onto him. Chumpjohn's going to cast a full rank Frostbolt at him, another full rank Frostbolt at him, and they're literally just parching each other to the Frostbite proc into the spell lock into the Frost. Chumpjohn is running for his goddamn life. Has not used a Cold Snap yet. There's another Frost Nova. He's going to go for the Parse here, the ZF farm, the Cold Snap onto Kepto, or excuse me, the Counterspell onto Kepto. Kepto is still pretty healthy though. He's going to have another Shadowburn coming up here soon. Throws a grenade, going to go for the Fear on Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn's going to eat the whole Fear. He's just going off to fucking nowhere land. Kepto is putting big damage onto him. Another Ice Barrier coming up on Chumpjohn, and the Evocate is going out. The pet is going to sit on Chumpjohn. Kepto's going to bandage himself while he's evocating. Kepto is slowed. It was just a rank 1 Frostbolt. The Frost Nova onto the pet, try to get himself off. While Chumpjohn bandages himself, he's got no dots on him. He's going to get a free bandage. There's the Corruption coming up. The Curse of Agony. Oh my god, the Frostbite proc into the counterspell. He's locked the fuck out of fire, but another Fear on Chumpjohn. Chumpjohn's able to get out of it immediately. I don't know if it was a heartbeat or if it was a dot that got him out.
Missiles.
So Arcane Missile Kepto. Kepto's out of mana. Kepto doesn't have shit. Holy fuck. Kepto's going to try to go for a cheeky ass Fear here. Oh, he gets a Fear. Oh, the block. Chumpjohn saved it. Kepto's got 1 health. Kepto's dead. Chumpjohn wins!
I can't believe he tapped that Fear and then he blocked out of the Fear. That was the winning play.
I can't believe he held block for so long. It was like he held that block for the entire duel. Match.
They were both
Holy shit.
Kepto taking the risk to tap for the second Fear. How did he get out of that first Fear? Was it Trinket, Heartbeat? That was really unfavorable for Kepto.
It definitely was not a Trinket. He either was a dot that broke it or a Heartbeat. So, I mean, he was just out. That was huge. Congratulations. I mean, holy fucking fuck, dude. Now, Chumpjohn's got to, I mean, honestly, Chumpjohn, he's got ice in his veins. He's ready to go play PTR games right now. He's not even worried. He's not even sweating. He's just waiting for the gold.
Yeah, I was going to ask if we get a quick interview, but he has PTR games.
You can bug him. We'll see.
I'm sure his teammates would love an interview. This guy only lost 1 duel to Kepto. Very narrow duel. Returning the favor to double eliminate Kepto in grand finals. Chumpjohn eliminating Big P and Kepto, our 2 previous dual tournament champions. Big P with 2 crowns, Kepto with 1. Chumpjohn coming in and defeating both of them twice.
Honestly, that was a really good match. Kepto was so close to being able to win that one there. I mean, that was great. This was a really good tournament. I was super stoked for this whole one.
The quality of play went up from the previous two, especially with Chumpjohn, especially with those close duels. We had 4 Shadow Priests, 3 of which were Alliance side. Thank you guys for showing up. Kepto and Big P, former champs, second and third place.
So who's on our champion list now? Kepto, Bigpvpman, and Chumpjohn? Are those
Yep.
our champions currently?
Those are our current 1v1 champions. I believe Big P has won 3 actually. One without my broadcast. So he's won 3 crowns. Kepto's winning 1, and then Chumpjohn defeating both of these guys. This is the first double elimination tournament, I believe. So this holds a lot more weight because Chumpjohn had to defeat Kepto twice and Big P twice.
I love it.
Looks like they're getting their picture done right now. Looks like they're trading gold.
I mean, honestly, that was such good play. I can't. We haven't seen the Soul Link Warlock lose like that before, where someone was able to almost just outburst him, and then the fact that Chumpjohn was able. I gotta ask him. I gotta ask him how he was able to save the ice block for so long, knowing that he was gonna need it later. You know?
Gotta just drag him.
I couldn't believe it.
We gotta drag him in here and find out his answers, man. Shake it out of him. Chumpjohn making it look easy. Yeah, winning play of course, restraining that ice block for that last sphere.
I mean, the big one too is that we saw such good duels today, bro.
Yeah. Your casting was awesome.
That one at the end was just great. I'm get so hyped when I'm watching these things, and that I'm just trying to make sure that people understand what's going on.
I mean, the Chumpjohn versus... Oh, Chumpjohn. How are you feeling?
Oh, relieved.
Holy
that was
shit.
Scary, man. Soul Link locks, no joke.
Chump, I have one question for you just off the bat. How did you save your ice block to the very end right there? Like, how did you just hold it for so long?
Well, the nice thing about Soul Link Warlocks is that their damage is fairly predictable outside of Shadowburn crits. So if I just like decurse a couple of times, I kind of can play the mana game a little bit, which is what happened in the last duel.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had to life tap to be able to get that last fear off on you.
I think, I don't know, it's such a weird matchup. I need to play it more, but it's super fun.
I thought your control was excellent.
Yeah, you honestly played that so well. I was freaking out, dude. You were insane. Both of those duels in a row. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure right at the beginning if I needed to like play 2 sets in the grand final or not. So at least I got to wait for cooldown, so that was nice.
Yeah.
If I had to like duel 4 times in a row, I think it would be impossible. Lock would definitely win.
Well, I mean, the other one too is that in the first duel set you guys used, you don't even have to ice block the first duel, and that was what I was really harping on. Is that you give a mage, 2 ice blocks, and then also if you're running a PvP trinket, 3 ways to get out of fear. How are you gonna win that?
I made a change from the first series to the second series. I think the strongest set I can run is Ancient Cornerstone Grimoire and Shadow Reflector as like the big 2 cooldowns for my items. And in the second set, the grand finals, I decided to split them up and just use 1 in the first duel and 1 in the second duel rather than just blowing everything in the first one. And it was super sketchy, but barely pulled it out.
That's amazing,
Kepto
man.
played really well.
Did you make any adjustments from winner's side to that, or that was the one you're describing?
Yeah, that was the one I was describing.
Okay, for sure.
Well, I mean, the big one is that I remember playing against you, and I think it was Wrath of the Lich King in Arena, and then also just playing with you in Warsong throughout all of Classic right now. And Chumpjohn, You're a fucking gamer, and I am so happy to watch you play. You're so much fun to watch. The way that you were dead zoning Bigpvpman with either your rocket boots or when you were able to gnomish cloaking device out of that, and the entire thing was just insane, dude. You're a player, and I love watching it.
Yeah, there are a lot of really close duels. It was a really fun tournament. Thanks for hosting it.
Yeah, Crucifire put it together. I broadcasted it, and yeah, as I was watching your duels, there's so many times you ended your duels, and it seems very calculated or tense. A couple of wand smacks and arcane missiles ending it.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments where like the whole tournament could have gone differently. So
Well, the other one too that I don't think people are even recognize is that you really abused other people's CCs to your advantage. So, like when you got feared really far away, you were able to use it for a few evocate ticks to get yourself some mana, or you're able to use it to bandage, drink
hmm
really quick or some shit. Whereas most other people would be like, holy shit, they're resetting off of their CC, whereas you kind of use it to your own advantage. So, just small things that you did that fucking awesome helped you out every time.
Double eliminate
yeah,
Big P.
that's the name of the game. Just
Yeah.
mixing it up, working with what you got.
All right, last one, Chumpjohn, that I have for you. When you go play Warsong on PTR right now against who I'm assuming is Asmoten and Captain and all them, can you please just do the Alliance backdoor jump behind Banana? Because I think it's the most fun thing I've ever seen my entire life. I can't believe that exists, and you're just so good at it.
That's a
It's
good
fucking
one.
awesome.
That's like one of the ones where people see it, and so few people can do it consistently that a lot of people just assume it's not allowed. So I don't know. There's a bunch of jumps in Warsong where like people see them and don't know if the game should just stop instantly or not. So
How do you practice your Warsong jumps? For people who have seen you play and how good you are, do you, like, honestly, do you wargame against yourself, or how do you get into? Do you just cue Warsong and say fuck the game and practice the jumps?
most of it was when I was ranking my Druid.
Okay.
Because the queues were really long on Horde side, I would just queue up Warsong games on Alliance and go practice jumps while I was waiting for Horde queue while I was ranking.
Okay.
Playing both sides to take advantage of the
Yeah,
knowledge.
I was playing Warsong on 2 accounts at the same time. It's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
he's the Fairbanks rank 28. We love it. Shit,
Amazing
Chomp.
show.
I had a couple more. If who are you, like, what class, and it may be even what person were you most afraid to duel in this tournament? Like, what is scary for you as a Frost Arcane Mage here?
Um, well, when I saw the signups, it was definitely the Soul Link Warlock, just because there's a lot of stuff to get through in that matchup. But then a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's not coming." So then it became, "Oh crap. Okay. Probably Bigpvpman since he's like won a lot of these tournaments and everyone knows he's like an amazing player." And then
Do you,
Kepto came back. It was like, "Oh no."
do you think you would beat Madeinchini in a duel?
Uh, we haven't dueled. It's hard to tell.
What's
I
that
think
matchup
Frost
like?
Mage is a pretty good matchup into an enhancement Shaman. They can't really move.
No, I
I
mean
think they can like
the moment they get
win
slowed, they're
with
kind of
Kona
a little bit
Gold. Yeah.
fucked. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can literally just Mara farm them and suddenly you win.
Are you interested in the 3v3 duel tournament next week?
Maybe we'll see. Depends who I can get actually to play.
For
Just
sure.
pull
I think a
Merc
lot
in.
of the teammates I would play with are more interested in retail right now, so it's
Gotcha.
kind of unfortunate, but we'll see.
The duo with you and Shishio, when I like the plays that you guys do are very advanced, so I don't get a opportunity to see a lot of these. The types of gameplay I see are
hmm
just so basic, and I finally get to see some upper level gameplay from you guys. It's really exciting.
It was really hard for us too, I think, just because in Classic there's not really a lot of opportunity to practice stuff like that. So if there were like really frequent 2v2 tournaments, I think the whole meta would change a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
As people get
hard
more
to get
exposure to
practice.
it. Yeah,
hmm
and also the fact that war games are gated by the amount of people who will, like, you need in the war
Yeah, that
game to
too.
play them. It's kind of difficult. You can't just practice 2v2. All right, the last one I have for you, Chump, because I know that you're on a clock right now, is that when are you logging into PTR for games? I'm getting messages from literally everybody on a server that
I'm
begins with
already
the letter
online.
F.
I'm in their group.
Well, there we go, Merc. You happy?
Chumpjohn,
Mark's
you
offline.
defeated Kepto and Big P 2 in a row. Some might say you're the best duelist we've had so far. Now Big P's won 3. You're gonna sign up for the next 1v1, right?
I'll be there. You can count
Alright.
on it.
We'll look forward to
Chump,
seeing you there.
so much respect, so much love.
Yep.
Keep it up,
Thanks
dude.
very much, guys.
Thanks for being here, man. Have a great night.
All right. Yeah, you too. Take it easy.
Good luck, have fun, man. He's off to do his PTR matches. Sconce, as always, your commentary has been amazing. There are a couple times I left you out to hang because I was just doing the broadcaster stuff and organizer stuff is tough for me.
Bro, I have so much fun doing these that I don't mind at all. This is on New Year's. You asked what our New Year's resolution was in your stream, and I said it's to cast more games. Like I have,
Oh,
this
yeah?
is so much fun for me. It's so much fun.
You've been doing great,
But,
dude.
I mean, thank you for having me, dude.
Yeah, of course, you capture the action well. There are sometimes I'm getting better, or like as you're saying stuff, I'm like highlighting, you know, which cooldown went off. I'm looking at their health, and you've helped me learn a lot more. And as we've saw, the gameplay dramatically increased from the first two duels we broadcasted. People are playing more seriously, using more cooldowns, thinking about their CDs in between rounds, and I honestly just cannot wait for more of these. Huge shoutouts to Crusifire and Blazen for organizing this. Huge shoutouts to Sconce for co-commentating with me. Of course, top 4 was Kepto, Big P, Madeinchini, and our winner Chumpjohn. Just amazing names to have here. I want to thank all you guys for watching and for being here. There's a 3v3 tournament next week, as Sconce reminded us. And is there a 2v2 this month? Or just another?
So, yeah, we have 3v3 next week. And then following 3v3, I think we have a week off. And then 2v2 tournament the last week of January.
Gotcha.
So I'm really excited for the threes. I mean, I honestly think that threes you don't get to see very often in Classic. Like, I mean, you just don't get to see it. So I think if we can try to pump up those signups, maybe I'll even throw some gold in or some consumables to try to get more people to sign up for this one, because it's really gonna be a fucking tournament. If we get enough teams, it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I
And
love seeing the war games, and as I told you, it's kind of like the pre-Burning Crusade kind of teams and arrangements. What were you about to say?
well, and then the last thing is that my hope is that at some point we can either get a Fairbanks Warsong tournament out of this. I know we have quite a few good Fairbanks Warsong teams. The other one would be fun if we had either like a no rules duel tournament, people being able to use consumables, you know, warriors with free action potions, etc.
World Bus.
A world buff duel tournament. I mean, there's so much we could do with what we have right now. I'm stoked for the future, man, and I'm super happy to be here. Thank you for having me again.
Hell yeah, man. This was a long VOD. We're going to chop it up and put it on YouTube. I want to thank all you guys for watching. And that's the Duel Tournament, right?
That's it.
A lot of familiar names, a lot of new ones too. We hope to see you at the next one. You can type !PVP to join the Real PvP Discord, hosted by Blazen and Crusifire. Shouts to them again for hosting it. It was a 100 gold entry tonight, and I believe top 2 got paid.